working. Let's go, baby! Bomb arrows to the rescue. Ha!
Yo, King.
Ah! No! Oh, that assist, baby! No! Don't touch him. No! You... What did I do? It's an accident. Freaking Beetle. I got the triple collapse! Oh! Ah! Oh, Danielle, go to the fire thing. It teleports us.
I have my money back.
I trusted you! Trombone. This one is trombone. Yo, I got it! Yes! Let's go! Yeah! 24 hours done. 24 hours finished.
Oh, time to beat 23 hours, 28 minutes.
Oh my god! We did it! We did it! Oh my god! I couldn't have done it without you guys.
What the fuck up? Holy shit!
Wait, it went through? I gave him $50. Wrong with you, Ping? Are you okay, Ping? Good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, no problem. No problem. No problemo. I'm doing good, baby. I wasn't feeling, I was feeling very lazy all day, but let's just go straight to it, yeah? What? Oh my god, I completely forgot. Ugh. There we go. What's up, guys? What's up, doctor? I was feeling lazy and tired all day. And yeah, I thought I might not even stream today, but then I'm like, I gotta practice every day, you know? Plus, after a while, I actually felt excited to stream. I'm like, I didn't do anything all day, I might as well stream, you know? And now I'm actually hyped to stream. But I'm kind of annoyed at myself. Oh my god, arm hair. I'm kind of annoyed at myself for not getting much done throughout the day. What's up, Nathan? How you doing? Look at that beautiful face on the bottom left corner. How you doing, Nathan? How are you doing, doctor? How are you doing, Nathan? How is life going? How was your day? It is Friday. See more of my face. I probably shouldn't do that. It's disrespectful. Oh well. Oh well. I'm not expecting much from the runs today. I feel like we're so ahead of schedule that I don't even have to think about it too much, you know? Penis. Penis is up today? Wow! That's pretty cool. Seriously, how's life going? Slightly suboptimal. My maniacal scheme was foiled. It would be too easy. I might just randomly put it up. I feel bad though because... Oh, the predictions are still up from last stream. I feel bad though because the last... Because the person that has it didn't even get a chance to use it, you know? You're gonna prank your friend. How are you gonna prank him or her? Technically, I did get less than 31 minutes, but I'll delete and return your points, doctor. Haha, Nathan knows. Nathan paid attention. Yes! I feel bad for Diego because he hasn't gotten a chance to do any stuff. And he hasn't been here in a while. But, you know, the show must go on, as the kids say. So I will be bringing it back when more people pop in. Maybe randomly. I might just boop, click the button, you know? So you guys gotta pay attention throughout the stream. I feel like that's so maniacal. So, using doctor's word, maniacal. But yeah, that'll be cool. God Monkey changed today. Sorry, I didn't keep it quiet because Nathan mentioned it. I've been thinking, like, if I get sub 20 by the end of this week or next week, I'm gonna have to, like, move on, like, GTA RP or, like, on other ideas because I did not expect to do it this soon, you know? To be honest, that's the only fair way to do it. Otherwise, it's just whoever has the fastest connection. Yeah, I know. That's what I thought about, too. If I put it, it's whoever is here first or whoever has the fastest connection, exactly. So it's a he, and my school is doing something called marriage. You have to pay for it, so I'm gonna marry my friend. Okay. How much do you have to pay for marrying your friend? Look, both of my hands are here. Maybe I have a timed thing for God Monkey to happen, to be re-enabled. Or maybe I'll just click it with this finger. Who knows? Did you get tax cuts for it? I can't play it on flute. Damn it! Anyway, $10, but with cool benefits. Oh, that's cool. You're gonna marry him, and all the girls that like you are gonna be like, "What? He's gay? But I thought I had such a big crush on him." And you're gonna be like, "I like everyone, but actually, I don't like anyone." Okay, and get out of my face, whammon. And then they're gonna get offended. I don't know what I'm saying. I do want to get into NoPixel or whatever. I was thinking of a character. Should I tell you guys what my character would be? All right. I'm going to show you the character I had in mind, okay? For GTA. I know it's not time for GTA, but it's going to come soon, so or feels like it's going to come soon. So I'm just going to show you guys. What am I doing? Okay, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. Boom. What's up, Timmy? How you doing? How you doing? You look up the free anime website I talked about? Nah, I haven't watched. I haven't thought about. Well, I have thought about, but I haven't watched anime at all in a while. I mean, I looked it up on stream. It looks cool, but Zoro, right? But I haven't checked it out. How you doing, Timmy? How's life? I was just about to talk about the character I imagined in the bathroom this morning when I was taking a shower. Social Speakins.ai. I thought of this. I thought of this character. I don't know if you guys could see this. I hope you guys could see this. The character's name is Gold Silverman. Okay? Very dumb name, but Jewish, because I'm Jewish. I don't know if you guys could see. Can you guys see that? Can I make the text bigger? I don't know. Text. 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 Is there a way to text? Oh, you can't see it? Oh, okay. But text to speech. Let's just do that. It's easier to see it, I think, over here. Maybe? I'll just zoom in. Look. Okay. So his name is Gold Silverman, son of Silverman. Okay. Wait, this is what you actually have to, this is what you actually have to. Oh, you can't see because of the live split shit. Okay. Give me a second. Close the live split? Yeah. I got you guys. I have to close my face too, right? Okay. Because that's the type of vibes it is, I feel like. I don't know what music... okay. My name... Damn it, I forgot the accent. Shit. Close. My name is Gold Silverman, son of Silverman. And, my dad... Okay, I forgot the accent. Shit! It's a good accent. It's a good accent. It's not a good accent. It's not an accent. It's just a weird voice, okay? Alright, okay. It goes like this. It goes like this. My name is Gold Silverman, son of Silverman. My dad has a, damn it, that wasn't this, you know what, forget it, I forgot it. I'm too nervous. I actually just forgot it. The guy's name is Gold, don't do anything hard. Nah, it's not hard, that's what she said. The guy's name is Gold Silverman, okay? And he's a loser, okay? He's a loser. And Gold Silverman, he ran away from his home. His nickname is Goalie because he had friends when he was young that pulled him by his arms and like made him the goalie for the soccer games, and he would just get hit in the like chest and in the face by soccer balls. He was bullied a lot or whatever. Just do your normal self. It's not as interesting. I guess I could do that. Let me guess, your heir to Silver's son Silvermine in Silvertoe, Colorado. No. Okay, I'll do my normal self, okay? But he's like very shy, whatever. And then like he's basically, his father's name is Silverman. And his father is like this he built his own business called the Silverman firm. He's a lawyer, and I became a lawyer because my dad wanted me to become a lawyer, and I was a goddamn good lawyer. But then I had a client once, and my goddamn client was goddamn Bobby Bilderson. Now Bobby Bilderson is the guy, the friend, okay? Friend who bullied me, who made my nickname, basically. Who bullied me into being called Goalie. Okay? Is the music too loud? No, I think it's fine. He made my nickname, okay? He was one of the friends that pulled me and made my nickname. So he was my client, and I was like, okay, whatever. I'm like, he's my client. He's my client. So he was up for a murder trial. He murdered someone. And basically I was such a good lawyer that he got away with it. I defended him well. I defended him. Okay? Now, it became a national news story because whatever, and people hated me for defending him. But I was like, whatever. I defended him. What ends up happening a week later, he gets caught for doing drugs. Okay? Doing goddamn drugs, baby. And he spills everything. He got caught, and this private investigator, whatever, like, got him to spill everything. He talks about how he murdered that person. He talks about how he gets caught for doing drugs. He talks about how I knew that he murdered him, but I didn't care, and all this stuff. So he spills everything. He goes crazy. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," blah, blah, blah. And then before going into jail, he makes a public statement that he's going to kill me when he gets out of jail because he hates the fact, like, he wished that I just told the truth. Because Bobby told me that he killed the person. But I was like, bro, I got you. I'm going to defend you. Don't worry, right? And he basically hates me because I defended him and he didn't go to jail. And now he's going to jail for doing drugs and for murdering and for more stuff, basically. And he's going to jail for a longer time. So he blames it on me. And then the whole media, like, hates me because I'm working for the Silverman firm. And I like defended this killer, this cold-blooded killer who's just a terrible person. So now everyone basically hates me. My dad looks down at me. He's like, "What the fuck, man?" And I leave to, you know, the GTA world or the new city or whatever it's called. You're overthinking it? Well, that's my backstory. That's it. That's my whole backstory. Basically, I'm a civilian who is tired of getting trampled on or whatever, or being used by other people. And I'm very shy and like, what the fuck is this world? But I want to maybe get into the world of crime. That was my idea for my character that I just thought in the bathroom for like 5 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. What are we doing today? Great question. We are doing Super Mario. No. Okay. Doctor, I know that. You can't go to jail for the same crime if you're found not guilty. But he goes to jail for, yeah, I should rephrase that, to be honest, to be fair. He goes to jail for drugs, but he also confesses to the murder, which makes me look even worse for defending him. That's my point there. It's let's say he goes to jail for other stuff too that makes him go to jail longer, okay? That he confesses to. That's not the murder. Okay? Here, I changed it slightly. What's up, Epicuro? Basically, we were talking about let me put this. I was talking about voice was over. I was talking about GTA roleplay because it looks like I'm gonna beat this game in sub 20 in less than a month. So if we do that, I have to like start taking steps towards GTA roleplaying or whatever. Bill Gugg, the science guy. Should I be Bill Gugg, the science guy? What do you guys think? Timmy said you're overthinking it. Oh. But I thought it was kind of cool. What I forgot to do for today, unfortunately, was I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but I was lazy today. Most days I am not lazy lately. Like the past week I've been really good, but today I was a bit lazy. So I didn't get some stuff done. One of which was to put the original emulator so we could actually go for runs. But I don't think we're going to get sub 20 today, so it's okay. Who knows, though? How was your day, though, Epicuro? We're basically... We're pretty much going to play some Super Mario. And it might be a shorter stream today. But that's about it for today. Tomorrow we're going to watch videos that you guys sent me. And if you don't know what that's about, you could send videos on Discord and we watch them once a week. And they become YouTube videos too sometimes. So there's that. Then we're going to do that tomorrow. And a bit of Super Mario tomorrow too probably. And yeah. I want to add the heartbeat monitor for tomorrow. So that should be cool. You guys could see how fast my heart is going. That should be really cool. Last thing is, if you have 20,000 points or above, there's something called God Monkey, where you can make me play a game. Okay? You can make me play a game for once a month. That's gonna open up as well. So yeah, that's what's going on. Today was great. Oh yeah, the pizza. You're telling me about that. Oh, now I'm hungry. You cooked the pizza. Nice. Wow. My day was good. Very lazy though. Not even the good lazy. You know when you have a good lazy day, you just like do lazy stuff. I didn't even do the stuff that I would normally do on a lazy day. So it was just kind of a day. But it's better now because you guys are here. Oh. What's up, DNL? How you doing? I will randomly make God Monkey appear sometime during this stream. I just want to let everyone know that, okay? God Monkey will appear sometime. Isn't always a lazy day? No, not really. You would think, but not really. I spend time talking to my editor for improving stuff, talking to people for collab streams, putting up TikToks and YouTube shorts. Putting up like 20 a day takes some time. Streaming for 5 hours or 4 hours or whatever. Yeah, every day is a lazy day. Danny L. Dr. L. Save points until I'm old or wait until God Monkey? I don't know. All I can tell you is the second I press this, boom, it's all over. Right? You can sign on a game once a month and get a special role on Discord as well as a special God Monkey chat until the next person claims it. You have 3 months of immunity. Okay. I didn't fix it, so there's no cool, like, effects when you redeem it, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But that's the thing. Oh, wait, you guys didn't even see it. I'm an idiot. The second I press this button. But, yeah, anyway. What's up, Angel? How you doing? The L stands for Long Dick, Dr. Long Dick. The L stands for long... In your dreams. Wow. Wow. Okay. Shall we start the run, ladies and gentlemen? Shall we start the run? Are you good? I'm getting ready to stream. Nice. What are you going to stream? What you going to stream, Angel? What you gonna stream when they come for you? Oh god, that looks terrible. There we go. You don't know? Would you let your beard gourd Lamau? What? What are you saying? Would you let your beard grow someday? Maybe. Maybe I would. Why is stream not showing? Okay, there it is. Damn! There it is, baby. There it is. God Monkey is gone for the next 3 goddamn months, baby. Doctor has redeemed God Monkey. I didn't want to redeem it later because I felt like I would have forgotten. Damn. That was within like 10 seconds or whatever. Congratulations. Congratulations on God Monkey. I will put all the Discordo stuff after stream today. You are the chosen one. And I just zoomed to the wrong area. Yeah. Is it lagging for you guys? It looks laggy for me a bit. On like on Twitch, not on. Oh, it is laggy. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Why you said PS4? Bro, you lagged everything with God Monkey. That's crazy. Sheesh. All right. Are you guys ready? So for those that don't know, the reason why you haven't seen much of God Monkey until now is because Diego hasn't been around. He's been the God Monkey, but you're drunk? Let's go. How's drunk DNL feeling? I said that you can choose the PS4 game I play for stream. Oh, that's what you meant. Play Call of Duties. That was a lie. I think you're lying now. TBH. Okay, we're starting in 3, 2. Let's see how it goes. Well, I guess it was less of a competition. I was the only one who had enough points. I feel like Nathan had enough points. I'm surprised Nathan didn't redeem it. He must have gone. He must have gone, or he felt bad and he wanted someone else to have it because he's had it. He had it for 8 months. BRB. He's going to drink, guys. Drinking is what the cool kids do, I think. It was kind of hot today, surprisingly. I don't know if anyone else felt that heat wave of like 30 degrees Fahrenheit, but I'm going for a sub 30 this run. I got it. I have Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare. Play what game you want to play, Angel, to be honest. Don't play a game that I choose for you. Play a game you want to play, and then you'll have people coming in eventually, maybe. And that's kind of how maybe sometimes Twitch works. And I already messed up. That was terrible. Let's go. Doctor has gotten all the Infinity Stones of this stream. He's gotten VIP, Mod, God Monkey, top hours of the month. Is there anything else? Yes, plus I'm going to be busy for the next 3 months. Oh, busy with what? That's nice of you though, Nathan. Nathan, nice guy. Nice guy, Nathan. Ow. I hate this game. I actually hate this game. I'm not even joking, bro. It's actually so annoying. This is such an annoying game. I'm resetting. I love this game. What's up, Churro? How you doing? Sucking pee-pee? Very nice. Bye, I'm old 3 times. Oh, how's archery? Angel. Lol. How you doing, Churro? Churro. Hallelujah. A realistic art project and 5 projects that would be a big portion of my grade. Oh, wow. They had to cancel it? Aw. Why? Why? Chillin'. Let's go. Hell yeah. Chillin' in Cedar Rapids, baby. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it. I don't know if it's gay, though. If what's gay? Sucking a microphone? It's just what cool kids do. I'm practicing ping pong. That's why I could be a master. But good one. You're never gonna be a master like me. But you might become decent. Bro, you broke my internet. You broke my internet. No, I can't see the game. I had to continue the music. Shit. I lost like 10 seconds because of you, bro. How did it feel to break the internet? No, my OBS did not crash. You are the master. That was good. You caught me right as I was saying that you weren't the master too. That was good time. The good timing break my internets are the best. Jesus, DNL did that the other day. My best run. He broke the internet during my best run. Breast run. My breast run. Wow. How did that feel? Did you feel like you had the power? You definitely had the power. Plus 6.1 seconds. Check out my latest video. Actually, yeah, video came out today. Actually, pretty funny. Only 4 to 5 minutes. Check it out, or you're a loser. So check it out, and then come back here and spend all your money on me, and I'll waste it on everything. Nothing. Bro, they had to cancel it. Yeah, why did they cancel it? That was my question. There's one more thing I must do, but it will cost me 22,586 points. Buy 'em old. Wait, how much did that cost? I don't remember. Breast run. Hell yeah. Look at this breast. Wait, don't look at it. Don't stare down there. My eyes are up here. Jesus. Churro. Ping pong master my ass. I'll call you the ping pong master for today, though. Because of what you did. Wow. Wow. Owen Wilson. Wow. That's not how he says that. Here I am. I don't know if I'm good here. It's always so confusing. That's bad. Let's go! First try. I don't know, it's gay. Oh. I wanted to choose one out of these 3 games. What's RE8? Buying every single reward except VIP back-to-back? Jesus. That sounds annoying. I mean, that sounds awesome. Nathan does that a lot. Maybe not all the rewards, but a good amount of the rewards. Here I am. Why are you brutting me? You're not new, Churro. Not anymore. Wait, how long have you been following Churro? Churro! How long has it been? Here I am. Bro, if I was rich, you know what I would do? I would give money to streamers. If I was rich and I wanted to become a famous streamer, I would give money to streamers. And then just pay an editor. And that's it. That's the end. That's the end of everything. Oh my god! Oh, that was so bad. Too long. Play Resident Evil 8. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of any of those games, but I think Resident Evil 8 would be the most interesting, maybe. Damn, it's only been a month? I feel like I know you for like a whole year. Nah, I don't know. Feels like I know you for longer, though. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, like, it feels like forever since we've been doing, what was the other streams we were doing? Well, what did we stream before this game? Pokemon? It feels like so long since the Pokemon streams. Okay, buddy. It's only been 3 months? Really? A boot a month? What are you, Canadian? Ew. Oh my god, I thought it was the owl's time. I'm such an idiot. Guys, you're making me not concentrate, and it's very disrespectful. I'm just joking. I just suck. First try, let's go. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. Here I am. You've been streaming it all the time. Oh, okay. How's it been going? Rock me like a hurricane. Here I am. Oh my god, I got so excited from the song that I just jumped in place for some reason. Bitch is hungry, she needs her butt. She's so smexy. Yo, 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 Japanese song, it's really cool. Na, 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 na. I messed it up. Oh my god, that was so lucky. I thought that might have been gold, to be honest, because I got first try. Thank you, Majiggy. Ow. How long has it felt like you've been following Churro? I kind of skipped a lot of it, and it was the scariest out of them all, in my opinion. For sure. I don't like scary games. They just don't make me feel good. I don't see the reason to playing them. I mean, I see the reason for playing them for like in front of you guys, because you guys get crazy. You guys love seeing me suffer, but, and by you guys I mean some of you guys. Was that good? Ooh, I don't know how that was good, but I'll take it. Let's go. Lamau. It's fun to me. Bro, Lamau is L-M-A-O, not L-A-M-O, okay? But it's okay. You could do L-A-M-O. I just wanted to let you know. Because I've seen you do that a lot, okay? And it triggers me. It doesn't trigger me. I'm just saying. If you find it fun, that's good. Come here, penguin! Penguin! Oh. Let's go. This might be gold. Or close to gold? I don't know. That was pretty good. It was not gold. Dead Space is the best scary game I've ever played. Yo, what's up, David? What is Dead Space? How you doing? I don't give two fucks, though. Okay. Okay. Okay, just wanted to let you know in case you didn't know how to do the LMAO. And he did it again, LAMO. Sorry, no chess right now. Did anybody here play Disney Epic... Oh, did anybody here play Disney Epic Mickey? I don't know if I did. I'm not a chess master. Maybe one day. Maybe if I'm a big streamer, I'll play chess for like a full month or a full week straight to try to get better. But I am definitely not a master or anything close to that. But thank you. I'm doing good. Oh, I almost died. Whee! Huh? Huh? What just happened? I actually suck. Whatever, I'll do the long way. I'll do the long way. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I'll look at chat in a moment. Let's go. Sorry, this is scary. Let's go, baby. Stop being scared like a little loser, Pink. You know why I'm scared? Because I was editing a video to show my progression in this game. And that video is, I saw how many mistakes I made in the beginning that I'm, like, scared to make those mistakes now, I guess. Mr. Ogwa? What? What is the question? Shitsumo. You just said question in Japanese. I guess no one's played that game, Epikuro. Gomen nasai. It's RE8, the real franchise. It's amazing. Go suck a dick. Maybe I will. You're looking cute today. Bro, that's very sus. The fuck? That's sus! We don't live in Alabama, bro. Ah! Oh, that worked. I did not think that worked. Say no homo. Mr. Agua? What's Agua? Is that a... These nuts joke? I'm gonna do some fail prediction. What does that mean? You think I'm gonna fail? Dead Space is about a spaceship that mines minerals from the remains of destroyed planets. It is overcome by grotesque mutated people that were once the crew. I messed up in the game because of your long paragraph, but it's okay. I forgive you. The main character fights them to find out what happened to the crew and his wife. I hope his wife died. Because that's how I feel after you explained that to me. I don't know. I don't know why I feel so, like, salty today. Why are you putting me in jail, bro? What did I do? You're the one that should be in the jail now. You said I'm looking cute today. Mad sussy baka, bro. Sheesh. It's a turtle and Kung Fu Panda. Panda? It's not Ogwa. It's... I'm not gonna lie, I forgot his name. No! I really thought I had that. Well, that was bad. And the run is over. She dead. You looking mad cute today, though. Hey, thanks, Chudo. See, that's okay. Because, oh my god. Where am I jumping? I got so distracted by you saying that. I got so excited that I messed up in the game. See, it's okay for him to say that, okay? Because he's not my cousin, okay? And because... he's... What the hell's going on? And because he's 30 years old. Wait, don't you have a wife? You don't even know how to spell retarded. Anyway, this song copyright? No, no song's copyright. Yeah, it's Oogway, not Ogway. Ogway. He says Og. Why you keep putting me in jail? You're literally the reason I'm doing bad in this run. Look, I'm literally doing bad because you keep putting me in jail and distracting me. Like, I just missed. None of you saw it because I was in jail. I hate my life, and I hate my wife. Stop putting me in jail. At this rate, I'm gonna turn off every goddamn reward we have, bro. Ah! Come here, Birdo. Goddamn Birdo! No song is copyrighted. What are you talking about? Okay. We lost 50 seconds on that. Hold up, run that back. He is your cousin? Yes. If I say it, it's homo, not incestual. Exactly. And I am a homo sapien, so I don't mind it. I had time to press that button. Hey, yo.
Monkey do very bad.
Why monkey do bad? What did I do, bro? Oh, now I did bad because you said I did bad, and then I did bad. I gain energy from you guys. I'm like freaking Goku. I don't know if that's how Goku gets energy. All right, and you guys are not giving me energy. You're taking away energy, and it's a copy wrong claim. So stupid. The real reward is the friends we made along the way. I am not any of your guys' friends. I am your family, okay? We're more than friends. We're family here. Homo erectus. I am pretty erect right now, but that's not because of you guys. It's because I'm watching porn on my other monitor. Well, I'm ready. Hey, adopt me. Whoa, hey, yo. Angel, you're like 10 years old, bro. Chill. He's not 10. He's 11. Broku. What? Baroku. Oh. Not Goku. Broku. Look how good I am at video games. Stop putting me in jail! You're wasting your points. I don't care. I thought the text to show how smart I am was for real, not sarcastic. Everything I say is sarcasm, sometimes. What is this, the Fast and Furious? Yes. We're family! I don't know how to do his accent. The terrible actor, bro. What game of porn? It's not a game. Who said it was a game? I'm just watching straight out porn. Actually, did you guys... Yo, if you're 18 and older, check out Perfect Half. Alright? Just check it out, believe me. If you're not 18 or older, check it out anyway, but just don't tell anyone I told you to check it out, okay? You're 14? That's not that much better, bro, okay? Chill, okay? 14, 10, it's the same thing. It's just a few numbers different, okay? I'm just joking, okay? I'm joking, okay? You're 14, I apologize. Oh, that was the Broly song. Is that why you said Broly or whatever? Now I get it. You fascist. Stupid fascist. I can't even see! Mario, I hate you. I hope you die. Ah! I hate this game. 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 And I got stuck. Yeah, yeah. How? Are you... Okay. I'm about to reset. See why I didn't want to stream today, guys? Because I don't see. I'm checking it out. Yes, it is. Perfect Half? It's a manga with some porn in it. It's pretty good. Okay. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I've sat in my bathroom watching it or reading it just for the story. It's such a good story, and I went to the wrong goddamn door. Pick up the bunny. 14 is just 5 years of being 10. What? I think you gotta get unmodded for that one, bro. I think God Monkey is going away for that one. Jesus, that was terrible. I need to practice MIPS. Go through the door, you fascist! There we go. I prefer High School DxD. I haven't read that, though. A man of culture. Tokyo Drift, hell yeah! Wait, no. For some reason, I thought that was Tokyo Revengers, the anime. No, Tokyo Drift is stupid. I mean, High School of the Dead. Bruh, on year of 10, 1 of 11, 1 of 12, 1... Bro, I swear to God I lose brain cells with you guys. I swear to God. That's not even an exaggeration. You're a real man of culture. What is the part of the run that you hate most? When I do shitty. That's literally it. When I play shitty, that's what I hate most of the run. When I play well, I love the run. Oh, you see, now I hate this part of the run because I missed the jump. Oh, this part of the run sucks. This part of the run sucks. Oh, I got it second try. Okay, it's not too bad. This part of the run's not too bad. You know, it's okay. That's how I feel. I'm not Oh my God, bro. I feel like I missed some messages before. But I don't want to scroll up and lose time in the game. But I'm gonna scroll up. I missed one message that said jail. See, I love this run. I love this part of the run. Oh my God, I hate it. So dumb, bro, how I get hurt there. Okay, this part of the run's not bad, actually. Because that was a good jump. That's literally how I think about it. Like, no cap. Hella no cap. That's what the kids say, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know! I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going crazy, guys. I need to be put into a mental facility. Stop it! I can't see anything. I gotta get better at this section of the game, for sure. I gotta get better at every section. Yes. You guys better be adding sexy music, okay? Really? Really? You know, it's your guys' vibes that improve my play. Okay, that's how this works. Oh, Dinell was right. Just make sure you jump in the lava before you full heal, and you'll keep getting cards. Yes, but also no, because it only goes to a certain area. So I have to jump into the lava. Ah! But I also have to get full hearts before jumping into the lava. So I gain hearts when I'm in the lava. I would have had yellow if I did that, essentially. Oh my God, this song is so crap. No, you gain full hearts, but if you lose hearts, you don't gain extra hearts. That's how it works, Doctor. Oh, actually, the song's mad good. I just remembered it. It's so stupid, that's why it's good. Not gonna lie, my Bowser throws so far are really good. That's good. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, it's in Japanese. Dama oide ko kara ichiban No, I understand how that works. Don't worry about it. I was talking about the heart that heals you. That's what I'm talking about. The heart heals you to full. It heals you to full. But if you lose life after touching the heart, then it'll only heal you that amount to full. So let's say it's 3/4 to full. It'll heal you 3/4. It won't heal you more. What's up, Dinell? Welcome back. Damn it, he's back. The bad luck charm is back. I'm just joking. They say all video below this text is for next week. Wait, what do you mean, Nathan? Oh, like... Yeah, don't send any more videos, bro. I think you sent quite a bit. You don't even need autotune. Thank you. You know, we're gonna do a month of, like, full straight-on music. Making music for that... Come on. So you're gonna hear my beautiful voice back then. I will use autotune, though. Just kidding. No, stop sending video. You've sent... I think you've sent enough. You've sent more than 30, no? I'm just gonna delete all of them that you send more, and you won't be able to send ever again. You sent 30, no? Yahoo! Yahoo! Let's go. No autotune, baby. No. It's supposed to work. I'm supposed to go yeah. Oh. All up in the news because we so cute. Who says that? Not a China man because I'm not from China. These words are insane. 1, 2, 3. Come on, yo. Ah! You doing the Yoko Ono? Yes. This is supposed to be easier. There we go. Are you... I'm holding Z. I'm holding Z. This game is just racist. It hates Jews. Because I'm Jewish. My finger hurts. I'm gonna get arthritis at a young age. What the hell is this? I hate life. You should add, if possible, a pointer word that puts lots of auto-tune. I could actually add that. I'll do it, okay? I'll add it. If you're rolling, who put this song? What? It's not the original. Probably Churro. I'm actually gonna punch the wall. Ah, how do you miss? You suck, buttholes. You suck. Luigi is better. I hope you die in real life, Mario. Anyone named Mario sucks. You suck, all of you that are named Mario in the world. Stephen Hawking is dead. Jesus. Took 5 hours to get. I can't. That's it. No PB, but not like I was expecting a PB, but Jesus, that was terrible. What? Why you keep leaving and coming back? Jesus. Thanks for the you can do it, by the way. Sorry. Ping pong. I don't know. Count them, Nathan. What do you mean? You gotta count them. Don't send more than like 30 or 40. Well, 30. Don't send more than 30. So that other people could have a chance to send stuff. They probably get intimidated. I mean, I'm sure thousands of people want to send stuff and they're just like, oh my god, Nathan sent so many TikToks. I don't want to send anything now. You know what I mean? You had to take a piss? You don't listen to me when you pee-pee? Stairs trick is definitely what you hate the most. It hurts my fingers. So when I screw it up, it just maybe I do hate it the most. Maybe you're right. I can recite it right now. Well, no. I ran back and forth, not gonna lie. Oh. I hope you were thinking about me. Why would I count them? How would I count them? Bro, I put so much effort into not much in life, but I count it. I took the risk. I want to reset so badly. I want to reset. This run is literally pointless at this point. I can't get a PB on this because I just fell, and the rest of it is all reds, so it's literally useless. Can't miss pink thing. Aw, that's so sweet. I'm gonna press the aw button for that. Oh, so cute. Please count them, Nathan. Please and thank you. That's how they say it in Japan. I'm white and dirty. I just realized that's what he said. They see me rolling. That was the first CD I ever had. What is this song? This sounds cool. 1 year sub, what do you expect? Aw, that's so sweet, bro. 1 year sub that almost stopped watching me. And only watches me for certain games that he loves to see. Which I don't blame. Honestly, nah, you guys are all awesome. But you know who's the best viewer? Me, when I watch myself. That didn't even make sense. Oh, run, Mario. I don't know what's the point of running at this point, but... Run. Why are you running? Then you could have told me. Oh, my bad. Can you start counting them from now on? I watched you in all games, just varied times. True. Probably true. Yeah? You watched me play that anime game? I don't know. You watched me play Genshin Impact? Jesus, it's been a year. That's actually crazy. It's been a year, bro. And that's only on Twitch. What am I doing with my life, guys? Just kidding. At least my throws are... Bro, I literally practiced for like 20 minutes, my throws last night on stream. And now look at me, bro. I'm like literally like freaking the best baseball player in the world. I take it back. Genshin was before me, I know. You watched Pokemon. I know, bro, I'm joking. I'm just being a jokester. I just feel like being savage today. I don't know why. I have those days sometimes. I apologize in advance. I'm not even being that savage. Why does this sound like it's from... Oh my god. Why does it sound like it's from Attack on Titan or something? Hello, Ping, insomniac drunk right now. I slept okay. I do get... This is... Yes. I don't need to drink to get drunk, baby. This is just me. DNL mod next month? Ooh, good question. Your throws are god today. Yeah, kind of. They're better. The third throw was bad there, though. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised by how a little bit of practice makes me so much better. Like, look how much I screwed up that run, and I was mad at myself. And yet, it was like 30 minutes. Which is, like, 2-3 days ago was my PB. I do deserve it, though. I'm watching every day now because of my new schedule. Well, do you know how... For anyone who wants to become mod, there is a process. So, you could check out that process. But, yeah. I could see you being a mod, Dino. But then it's like, where's Diego? He's a mod. I haven't seen him in years. Doo-doo-boo. Baby, don't hurt me. Well, he was moving and he was busy with stuff, so. Hey. 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 Akon. I haven't heard Akon in a while. It's not sex. I've never had sex. Just kidding, guys. It's so funny. I used to hate this song. I used to hate all the like music, pop music, because I would hear it on the radio all the time. Radio, what is that? Am I right, guys? But now it's like nostalgic. It's funny.
And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario. We have to do something special.
Isn't this like a parody version? I feel like I've heard this one too.
Here we go!
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake. For
Oh, it's Adam Sandberg. Alright, I'm gonna go get water. I'll be right back after these messages. There's an ad starting in 2 minutes, so... It's starting now instead. Sorry.
What's up, guys? It's Ping Pong Moosters. Ooh. Ooh, what's up, guys? It's Ping Pong Moosters bringing you some Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War gameplay.
That's like embedded in my head for some reason. What is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Is that what you requested? That song is smexy, baby. I also started streaming earlier, Dinell, so there's that as well. Sex. Felt so good. My request to be mod.
It's me, Mario.
Were you? Did you read the rules? Because you have to be top 10 the past 3 months. I don't know if you meet those requirements. And the fact that you didn't read the prereqs means that you wouldn't be a good mod. That's the first test, bro. Shit. Oh, you have been top 10? Oh, okay, so never mind. Then I slap myself for saying those things. Gomennasai. I check the mod applications every month, the first of every month, because I have so many people applying. So, yes, it is that song. Hell yeah, Churo. You weren't in November. Oh, he was in December and January, not in November? Uh-oh. Well, unless he was 10,000 IQ and that he knew that I was going to check it March 1st. So then he would be 3 months by then. Yeah, there you go. ST. STD? What are you trying to say, Churo? I do not have STDs anymore. I mean, I never had. Coffin dance. What is that? DG Neko. Neko means cat in Japanese, so this is probably an Italian song. Love. Sabusa. Shibadabu. What is love? I am so... I feel very drunk right now, and I don't know why. Have you fallen and you can't get up? Oh, you saw that sexiness right there? That's what a pro player does. Also, I said I think. Well, thinking is hard. But you could have checked. Yeah, bro, you didn't even read the instructions for the mod app. In the instructions, it shows you how to check. Oh my god. Oh yeah, there is no data for December, actually. That's a good point. I forgot about that. Ow. That was intentional. Let's go! PB right here. Thinking is hard. True. You were looking and you couldn't find it? Oh, you're just so excited to watch the stream, yeah? Fair enough, fair enough. Oh my god, bro. That could have been like -5 seconds. I don't care about the rest of this run. We got a gold. I'm happy. Thought it was just me. Oh, you were checking for December? Oh, my bad. Yeah, December, it didn't record for some reason. Wow. Wow. It was pretty active, so it's probably in December. He should be good by next month. Thought it was just me. Nah, you good. You good. You Gucci. You Gucci, Gucci, gaga, ga, baby. You actually have to be the top gifter for 10 months in a row to become mod. So, better luck next time, Dunel. It's a joke. Don't cancel me. It's a joke, guys. Oh, let's see if I got this. A, how about B and C? Kind of racist. I'm number 2. I know. I'm joking. You're number 2? Ew. Ew. He's number 2. He's stinky. He's stinky. Stinky poopy number 2. Bro, I don't know what's going on with my... I feel like a 5-year-old right now. Like half of you guys. Did I press the echo button? Please tell me I did not press the echo button. I did press the... You see, at least you know I'm echoing now because it shows on the screen. Now everyone knows. Now I can know I'm echoing. Jesus. No more echoes. If you get PB, take a shot. If I get sub 20, I'll take a shot right now. I'll probably take a shot regardless if I get this. I'm so drunk, I'm 7 shots in. Only 7? Damn. You're light, huh? I'm just joking. That's a lot. 7 shots of what, actually? Oh, I didn't... Where am I going? Oh, no, wait. Huh? What am I doing? Bro, what am I doing? I went... Huh? What am I... That could have been a PB, and I literally ran the wrong way. Oh my god. Tequila? 7 shots of tequila is quite a bit. What the hell was that, bro? I was doing everything perfectly, so I had to screw up. Okay, that's a definite no sub 20 because of that screw up, guys. Definite. Weigh 120. You weigh... Huh? I wish 120? I'm so confused. Fun new drinking game. Take a shot every time Pink jumps in game. Yeah, sounds fun. Down. Ah! That's called Dying. This song sounds cool. 120 kilogram? No, Dinell is American. You think he would think in kilograms? Wait, you're 120 pounds? Jesus Christ, you're goddamn light. My grandma would slap you in the face and make you drink more. Oh, this is the meme song. That's why it said coffin dance, yeah? Good music, Churro. Stone. 5'8". The first time I heard stone as a way to measure yourself, I was like, that's so stupid. But then I was like, wait, that kind of makes sense. Why, like, pound sounds stupid now. I love how I'm doing everything else like really well, and I just screwed it up completely by running the wrong way. Super light. That is insane. Eat something, bro. Jesus. I sound like my mother now. Actually, now I sound like my mother. Dumb joke. Dumb joke. Yo, 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 I'm a rapper, and I don't give a crapper. I don't know what rhymes with that, but I got a pet bat, and he's very stinky, and he smells like my pinky. Yeah, yeah, owl time, lurk, lurk, look, 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 look. Thanks for the lurk. Are you going to sleep? Shit! Good night, bro. It's Friday, but fair enough. Good night. Have an amazing night. And I hope Jesus is with you. And I hope translator, like, you can find another translator thingy. I do eat, it's just how I eat. Bro, that's BS, bro, okay? Calorie in, calorie out.
Obviously, there's fast metabolism, slow metabolism, eating during certain times of the day, exercise. But let's be honest, okay? If you're that like, are you running marathons? Are you doing like you on the track team? Like otherwise, it's not what you're eating; it's how much you're eating. Okay. Oh no, actually no, that's not true. If you're eating a lot of celery, I guess that's different than eating a lot of like potato chips. I don't know what I'm saying. You're right. It is what you. It's how you. What? No, it's not. Okay, whatever. I ate a calorie. Yo, I've had calorie bars too. I know that's not what you meant, but. Doctor, I can't read right now. I can't read in general, but. Ah! What? Turned down for what? Turned down for nothing, bro. I just screwed up. Eat 1.212122121 pounds of nacho and you'll be 1% nacho. Is that true? Is that true? Oh, you did the math. Oh, that's for Dinell. You did the math. I believe him. He did the math. I do eat a lot. It's not what I eat. It's how I eat. I do eat a lot, though. What do you eat a lot of? I ate a calorie once. I read that twice. Yo, 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 yo. My name is Pink, and I got a ding-a-ling, and I lost 20 seconds from that mistake, but it's okay. Hey, baby. Yo, I could have gotten gold on WF, possibly, if I didn't screw that up. I hate this song, but it's good right now. Good vibes, good vibes. Turn down for my mama. I gotta turn down the volume. It's too loud. My mom's complaining. Just kidding. Come on. You know what my mom said to me the other day? She's like, how long are you planning to do this Twitch YouTube thing? Another month? You know, a decade? And she said it like in a concerned way. And I'm like, mother, I'm famous on Twitch already. What are you talking about? No, I said, I don't know, because that's the truth. I just don't know. And she looked at me like, bruh, you're going to have a midlife crisis, or you're just going to disappoint your whole family for the rest of your life. And I'm just like, mother, don't worry. I'm a streamer. I'm a streamer boy. Don't worry, mother. That was kind of risky. I don't know how I got that. Let's go. Turn down from my butthole. That was bad. I'll take it, though. I'll take it, baby. I think this takes too long. Maybe not, actually. What were you? Did you go to eat? What happened? Welcome back, though. Welcome back, and he's back in black, and he got a big ball sack, and he doesn't have a rack, and he lacks that rack, and I don't know, bro. I sound like such a white boy trying to rap. Ah, you fascist! Bro, if I miss this... Oh, I almost missed it. I want to say bye to your dad. Why, did he go get milk? Why, what happened? Where is he going? Is it a secret? I'm sorry for saying that. That was rude. That was rude of me. That was rude of me to say. He's going to work? Oh, wow. He works late. What does he do, if you don't mind me asking? And if you do mind me, then just slap me in the face when you see me IRL. Which will be next week at TwitchCon. TwitchCon's not even next week. He gets paid good? Oh, okay. Define good, because I get paid insanely good. Okay. He makes 100 an hour? Oh shit, that's a lot of money. Shit. Oh, today, so it depends on the day? Look at this confidence, baby. You need confidence. Oh, I messed it up. I messed it up. I messed it up. You need confidence in life. Jesus, that would have been really bad, guys. That would have been. Oh, that was almost really bad. That was almost really bad, guy. And the bird left. The bird just left. The bird left. The bird's coming back. Jesus Christ. It's an overtime day. Normally it doesn't work weekends. Ah. Ah! What is it? 2 times pay? Doesn't even know how to play chess. What a loser. Who doesn't know how to play chess? You should challenge Janelle's dad to a chess match. Oh, that's why he said that? Yo, let's do it. My rate is $100 an hour to have someone on stream, though. I looked at the timer and I forgot about the game. Yep. That was bad. That was better. Doo-doo. Come on, Ping. I'll take it. My timing is bad. Easy cash. And I'm gonna bash him in the head while I'm giving him head. What? What are you saying, Ping? You ever imagine really awkward things like your mom and dad having sex to make you? Huh, because I don't. But I like to make people think about that because it's funny. Ah! That was bad. What? 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 Wait, what happened, Churro? Churro! Nan desu ka? Nani ga yeah. I used to go to my one of my best friends. I used to go up to him and be like, yo, imagine your mom and dad having sex to make you right now. And he'd be like, bro, what are you telling me? And I'm like, bro, they had to have sex to have you. You know? So, yeah. Well, I imagine I found the... Oh, my God. Bro, I'm playing Outer Wilds and Horizon, and there are goats. What? Ghosts in Outer Wilds or Horizon? Imagine not being inseminated in a lab with the donated sperm of a mob boss. You see, you told me not to, and now I'm imagining that. And it actually sounds sexy. Let's go. I'm so good at this game now that I get sub 30 every goddamn run, baby. But I'm not good enough to get sub 20. That's an all. Yo, his name is Ping Pong Boy, and he is a little soy. I don't know. I don't need to be here for this. I could be streaming without anyone watching. I thought I could jump over that. Ah! What are these rocks? Stop! Eight balls. I got 1 ball. I went to the sperm bank. They gave me 200. I'm sure it was due to green eye genes. Well, I don't... Wait, you have green eye genes? Why would you have green eyes on your jeans? But I can't press it. Do a lot of white people rappers sound the same, or is it just me? How long do you think it would take to fill up an Olympic-sized swimming pool? What the hell? How do you not know the answer to that? Huh? I don't like it because your little sister wrote it. Oh. I'm awesome. Nobody call. Get over here. Ah! Let's go. Yo, awesome. I'm from Maine, and I know David Blaine. Ooh! And I make it rain. Ooh! And I'm insane. Damn, that was good. Someone clip that and like send that to all the biggest streamers in the world, challenging them to a rap battle. For me, it'll take a day. Always ready to shoot. Always ready to shoot your sperm? Wait, I'm confused. Hunter Hunter ending one, hell yeah. White rappers do sound the same. This guy and Eminem are like interchangeable. I mean, Eminem sounds slightly different. He does sound different. But I'm thinking of another white rapper that sounds like him. I feel like, but part of his, yeah, sounds like Eminem. For sure. Probably because so many people got, inspiration from my boy Eminem. I say my boy because I know him personally. I suck. I am not awesome. I guess I do have to change the camera here. Huh. What is he, Eminem? Living in a motorhome? He thinks he's so cool. 24? Bro, what the hell? I'm actually... I played that well the other day. Everything is red, guys, and by a lot. And I didn't make any huge mistakes, except in the beginning, actually. That's a lie. I made a... The first mistake actually screwed me up. Why did I do that? There was no point to do that. Quarter of your life is nothing, bro. Chill. Oh! If I died there, it would have been the end. Boom. Everyone stole his flow. Yeah. Probably because they're like, yo, it's Eminem. You know what I mean? That saved, like, literally no time. Let's go, baby. Where are we going? None of your business. Get up! Yes. My name is Pink. Pink-a-link. Got a small ding-a-ling. Ping pong with the big schlong. Like King Kong. You see, I don't steal Eminem's flow. I have my own flow. Why are you laughing that you almost died, you weirdo? I swear, Mario's like the stupidest. Oh, it would have been red regardless, I guess. What is this song? This song sounds like a song that Dinel would love and that Chudo put. I did the math. That's a first. I don't know why I said that. I see you like the Kyrgyzstan videos. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Trying to teleport? Kagebunshin no Jitsu? Yeah, you're not doing that with me. I got it, baby. My throws are actually godlike now, like Epikuro said earlier. Mamma Mia! Mamma Mia Khalifa! What? Oh, can you put the Mamma Mia song? Here We Go Again by ABBA. Tony Hawk, Scotter. Given that the average volume of an ejaculation is on, if we assume you can manage 3 a day, it would take to fill a 2.5 million liter Olympic swimming pool. That's sheesh if I've ever heard it. Okay, time to ruin the run even more. I love Mia Khalifa. That's kind of... That's kind of straight of you to say. I don't know. 70,200 years. The number got cut off. Oh. I wasn't gonna read that number. I'm sorry. I don't have the brain to read it and do a speed run at the same time. Oh my god! I'm a god! Let's do it again, baby. Let's do it again. I'm not a god anymore. I'm a god! That's gold? Let's go! I'm a god! What the hell was that, baby? And that is why I love that. That is why I don't hate one certain thing. Like one route. I only hate the one I'm doing bad at the moment. Oh my god. Sorry for screaming. Yes. Was this supposed to be Hunter x Hunter? Let's go. I could just normal jump on that too. Not reading chat. Not making the mistake to read you guys right now. Read the room. Not gonna read it. Oh, that was close to being bad. Okay, I could read it. What if I could do 6 shots a day? Then you would be something they call an alcoholic. Although the volume would probably... Oh, you're talking about sperm shots. I'm gonna do 128 shots a day. What is this song? Because, Jesus, it sounds like I want to scream. Nope. Not making the mistake. Not making the goddamn mistake, baby. Watch this. No, I made the mistake. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm actually super duper excited to play this game. Ah! That never happened to me. Super excited to play this game with you guys in chat. Because it makes it so much more enjoyable. Like, no cap. You know how the kids say cap? Well, I'm saying no cap, baby. I know this song. Nope. Oh! Oh, how did I survive? Na, 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 na. I love this song. What is it from? Is this the Hunter x Hunter ending? I thought you were going to put the intro. That's what I got excited for, actually. I learned how to open a beer bottle like a pro. That's pretty cool. That'll take less than 100 years unless I get some help. Lol. Just saw your comment. Lol, sorry. Ignoring Dinell. Don't we all? I suck penis! I don't, guys. I don't actually. But that was really bad. Can you stop moving? There we go. We're gonna go for the one far away so I could show you guys my skill. Let's go! Never mind. This is Hunter x Hunter ending too. Oh, cringe. Give me the openings. Openings are almost always better than actual songs. Yeah, put me on fire, bro. Put me on fire. How about that? Let's go. I thought I missed that. What is this song? Hey, putting some old songs on. Well, you are 30. I don't know if you're putting it. Shoot on. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I like this song, so no hate. Jesus, look how close we are to the edge. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm touching my penis hole. Wait, if I didn't fall, I could have gotten a PB right there. Guys, are you guys proud of me? I don't really want to tell me what I want. 26:48. Damn. 26:48. And that wasn't that hard. Yo, my best possible time is sub 22 now. Let's go. So close to sub 21. Jesus. It's the same OP through the whole series. Oh, that is right. I do like the opening though. Yes, Dancing in the Moonlight. I'm not joking when I say that's been my recent favorite song. Like, actually lately I don't listen to too much music, but a few months ago I was listening to Dancing in the Moonlight every night, bro. Every day. Sub 20 BPT. Beats per time? What does that mean? Yo. 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 I'm so drunk. You're so drunk, you're probably thinking that I'm crazy because you're drunk, but I'm just crazy because I'm crazy. I'm drunk. I'm high on life. This is... When I'm like this, I call this being high on life. When certain parts of my brain just all register a certain way, and I'm at a tired level enough to be not really tired, but to be really excited and crazy. I don't feel too good. I don't feel so good. What are you, Tony Spider-Man? Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Why am I waiting? I could just reset this. I bought the heartbeat monitor just for this. Guys, should I set up the heartbeat monitor for you guys to see? Alright, I'm gonna set it up. Yes. You're out of it? Sheesh. Okay. I gotta put it on my chest. I gotta lick this part, okay? I gotta do this. Why do I gotta get with her friends? Hey, don't do anything you'll regret when you're sober, bro. I gotta do this. Ah. I gotta touch the tips. I gotta moisten it, apparently. Ah. It tastes nasty. I think I was supposed to do it with water. I thought you said I want to massage her so bad. You want to message her so bad? Yeah, that makes sense, bro. But don't do it. Message your mom and say I'm drunk. That's what you should know. Don't do that either. Hey, Hunter x Hunter opening. You know what's an awesome opening? Magi. For those that don't know, can someone put the opening for Magi? M-A-G-I. It's an anime opening that's so beautiful. Okay, it's moist. Okay. Was that hot to witness? Now I gotta figure out how to actually put it on. It's gonna go under my... Oh. Oh! Wow, I don't want to strip in front of you guys. It's too soon. My OnlyFans hasn't been released yet. You guys can't see anything, right? Okay. Oh. When I get abs, I'll do it. So, I'm probably never gonna strip in front of you guys. It's supposed to be like Iron Man. Oh no, right below my titties. Right below my titties. There we go. Put it over your sternum. I don't know what that means, but it's supposed to be right above or below my titties. I don't remember. What is sternum? Is that below or above? Ooh, what is this version? Almost every night. Oh, it's connecting. Natural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. The sternum is above the penis. You want that. You want it to be that. Where is sternum? On the natural side, Everybody's. Oh. So that's above my titties.
Press start to play.
Huh? Is that above my titties? Oh, I should have looked at the tutorial. Yeah, where to put heart rate monitor. No, it's below my titties. Oh my god, I was right. I hate when I'm right. And it is above the penis. I hate to do this. I really hate doing this. Don't clip that and take it out of... I gotta moisten it. Alright, I moistened it.
Press start to play.
I moistened it, boys! Don't clip that. Dancing in the moonlight. And now I just gotta show it on stream. What? I have to re-put it. Give me a second, guys. Dancing in the moonlight. Body's dancing in the moonlight. I put it before, but then I got rid of it. Add to my widget. Oh no, here it is. Delete. Delete. Configure. Okay, you guys ready to see my heartbeat, baby? Let me add it as a separate scene. Heart. I'm just gonna add it as heart. This is heart, okay? Heart. Oh, I named it after the browser source. Oops. Heart source. Hey, huh? Oh, I'm an idiot. One moment, please. Okay. Alrighty, baby. Let's add a heart. Moist? It was moist. There's my heart. Where should I put it?
It's me, Mario.
When I start runs,
Press start.
it would get in the way, right? Oh, I could put it right here. How does that look, guys? Good? Let's go! My heart's on the screen. Hey, why is it going up? Hey, chill, chill, chill. Dies on stream. Okay. It's a little uncomfortable, and I gotta pee-pee. Should I pee while wearing this so you guys could see what my heart rate is when I'm peeing? See if it's, you know, good or not. Alright. I'll save my pee-pee for after this run. Why, you ask? Because I'm an idiot. Did you throw up yet? You know? I know, but I don't have the confidence. I gotta do it when I'm sober, but I don't... You know her? Oh, which girl is this? Why do you have to moisten it? It's not a stamp. I don't know. They tell it... Sorry for missing all those messages, by the way. They tell you to. I don't know. Sub 20, but... Alright. No, no, no.
It's me, Mario.
Yo, 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 yo.
Okie dokie.
Little Z. Little Z. Little Z. Gotta pee.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle.
Oh.
I've baked a cake.
I was about to
Yours
rhyme.
truly, Princess Toadstool.
Yo, 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 yo. Little Z. Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Gotta see. Gotta see. Gotta see. Gotta see. It's a B. It's a B. Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Can't you see? Can't you see? I gotta pee. I gotta pee. I'm drunk. Yo, 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 what's up, Shisho? How you doing? Do you see my heart rate? Is it high? Is it low? Bars, hell yeah. How you doing? I'm high on life right now, which means I just feel very excited for no just reason. Well, I guess the reason is that you guys are here. Yes! Thank you, whoever put this song. Yes. Unless it was just in the playlist. That's great. Yes, it is great. How are you doing, though? You're fine? Okay, okay. Well, hopefully you'll be more than fine after today. Well, after now, I should say. Not after. Well, you know what I mean. Oh, you saw that jump? It's 10,000 IQ jumping right there. I've never gotten BLJs that quick, though. It feels weird wearing this heart rate monitor. I feel like there's a bomb strapped to my chest or something. Ow. Stop! That's it. The run's over. How? Redo or nah? Redo or not? Redo or not? Redo or not? Redo or not? Nah. I had 2640 last run. I messed up a lot. I'm not going for a PB today, to be honest.
Here we go.
I just hope I play better overall. I'm just chilling. Oh shit, I just realized the heart rate. Yeah, let's reset. The heart rate monitor is gonna get in the way. I didn't think about it. Let's make it smaller. There's gonna be another digit there. What if we put it here? No. How does that look, guys? Does that look good? It won't get in the way like this, right? I'm gonna go pee-pee. I'll be right back. Tell me if my heart rate goes above 90. That would be crazy. I didn't want to reset. I wanted to see what happened. Whatever. We'll be right back after these messages. Sorry. I just unplugged my headset. Bro. I unplugged my headset. Oh. Hold on to me each and every day. 101. I wanted to do a joke and take out my heart rate monitor so it goes to 0. And you guys would be like, what? Did he just die? But then I thought, that's a lot of work. I'll do that later. Alright, and I believe. I tried to tighten it around my. I tried to tighten it more because it doesn't feel that tight because I gained the weight, I guess. What's this feeling? I wanna rip a hole in the ceiling. Wait, what? Did I end up getting the star? Oh god. see out now. What's this feeling? I wanna rip a hole in the ceiling.
Hey, Mario.
From the essence of my feeling and essence of my God. I want my Mashiach now. I feel your soul. Yo, Churo, you're putting some nice music. And if say no, no.
It's me, Mario.
Bound to stay low.
Hello. Okie dokie.
Then it's nowhere to go. Your cup's already full. Then it's bound to overflow.
Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked.
Ask Hashem for mercy and I'll throw you a rope. Looking for help from God who say it couldn't be found. To the sky, looking beneath the ground like a king without his crown. Oh yeah, Shisho, I have a heart rate monitor on. Isn't that cool? Out of night comes day, out of day comes lights, and I'm blind to the one light, sunlight in my way. When I breathe too much though, it starts coming out of my chest. What she said? I don't know. Then I wanna rip a hole in the ceiling. Essence of my being and an essence of my God. I want mercy out now. The labyrinth of oh Churo, you put the Magi song. Thank you. I appreciate it. Come on. Damn it! Oh, I was saying I have a heart rate monitor. If you could see, it's next to the timer on the left, bottom left. There we go. We saved some time by opening the left door. Only pros know that, and people that are told by the pros know that. Yeah, it's cool, right? Yeah. I had it for a while. I bought it specifically for this game, but I never wore it for some reason. You're chilling. Am I? What am I at? Like 70, 80? It should be pretty accurate-ish also. Oh my god. Because it's on the chest. Yes. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. I'm getting on 5M to chill with some of the boys. Nice. Enjoy. You never shooted me that guy's Discord though. No, I'm missing me home though. I want to yeah. I've been doing more reading or watching videos on GTA RP. And yeah, I guess I have nothing to say there, but you did? You did? Oh, I'm sorry then. I don't know why I don't have it then. I'll have to double check then. Yeah, on Discord. Oh, my bad. If it's easy for you to do, can you like send it one more time? Just so I don't forget, like, I can't do it in the middle of the run, you know. To put a reminder, I apologize. What's this feeling? I wanna rip a hole in the ceiling. I never know how close to get here. That's what she said. Why would she say that? Sent it? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. That was bad. Damn it. That wastes so much time. Oh! Alright, this is the last run of the day, boys. I'm actually pissed off. I said I wasn't gonna stream much today, and I meant it. Jesus Christ, man. That was so bad. Sweet. 二人がもしも覚めて目を見りゃ釣れなくて人に思い出たくが募れば言葉に詰まるは恋は終わりね Nah, let's see how this run goes. What the baby? What's on my mind? Okay, I got it second try. That's not too bad. Sticking in your side. 涙の日が落ちる Eddie, my love. So sweet. My vice principal in Japan told me about this song. And I was like, bro, this is sick. And I listened to it so much. And when I cry about Japan, I listen to it. Nah, I don't cry about Japan anymore. Haha. How are you so fast, you fascist? There we go. I hate when that what? You're not hanging on to anything, you idiot. Oh my god, I'm playing so bad. But it's okay. Oh my god. 確さもあなたがほどよくいいね Eddie, my love, so sweet 笑ってもっと baby 無邪気に on your mind もっと baby get it in your side I always mess up the first time way too often. The first jump. I gotta get better at that. My love, so sweet. Eddie, my love, so sweet. Baby, on my mind. Don't ask me what the song means because I don't remember. Except the Ellie, so sweet, always on my mind. Apparently, the song is from a Japanese. It's actually originally an American song, and then they the Japanese people stole it and made it better, in my opinion. Eddie, my love, so sweet. Eddie, my love. Ow. Oh my god, I'm actually trash at video games. Anyway. Let's see how this works. That was terrible. I kind of want to reset. Mamma Mia Pizzeria, bro. That wastes a full minute. Screw it. No, it doesn't. It wastes like 30 seconds. Which is a lot at this point. I've gotten to the point where 30 seconds is actually a lot for me. Which is cool. And frustrating. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see what my split is between BLJ and Bits now. No! Jesus. Bro, if I missed that, I would have reset, possibly. That was bad. Maybe I play the Japanese version. The Japanese version is quicker because of the text. And it'll make me feel better. If I'm like 5 seconds quicker on something. Oh, what are you jumping at? Let's go. If I don't fail once, what I've realized is that if I don't screw up on anything, I could get a 22. A run, like 22-minute run, I think. I think I still need to get some things better. Ooh. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Oh, that was so risky in my head. I literally jumped into it. No one saw it. It's okay. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, na, na. I'm not dying for screwing that up. Oh. Jesus. Oh. So much concentration. My heartbeat is still so fine. What the hell? Oh. Oh my god. Jump. Jump. What the hell? Jump. Jesus Christ. I suck ass. I don't actually suck ass, but... Not that there's anything wrong with doing that, but you know, I just don't. That lost me so many seconds. Come on, yeah, that actually worked. That actually surprised me. Okay, that was actually not bad. If I didn't get stuck in that one area. It's okay though, Ping. It's okay. We got a gold today. We got goddamn BLJ gold. Which is, oh my god, one of the coolest things to get a gold. And I ran into the thing. Nice. It's okay. Oh, so many bad movements. Should I take the risk? Yes, I should. Why? Because I got it in my PB. And because I just got it again, baby! Oh, that was actually really close. I thought I missed it. No reason to not try it. Okay, that was bad. I need to find the perfect place to go there so I could get the star every time. That's gonna save time for sure. For shizzle my nizzle, baby. For shizzle my nizzle. No, I thought I would get a gold maybe. It's fine, it's fine. That is not even close. Jesus Christ. How? How? Heartbeat counter? Yeah, you like it? I just added it to today's stream. I literally got it on Amazon for this game. And for some reason, I didn't set it up. I don't know why I didn't set it up. Jesus Christ. How does it work? I literally have it on my chest right now. That was so bad. I have it on my chest. There's an app that you connect to it. And then it supports streaming. So you just take the browser URL and you plop it up to your OBS. It's actually very easy to... But it's just a little annoying on the chest. That being said, the really good ones, which are not as annoying on the chest, are, or like the watched ones, they're very expensive. So that's why I got this one. This one was like 20, 30 bucks or something. Look up Pulsoid if you're thinking of getting one. Pulsoid. SOID, yeah. For stream. Come on. Let's go. The queue for NoPixel is 63. Jesus. I need to get that whitelist to be... Oh my god! Mario, stop it. Mario! Oh. I'm so mad. Chill out, Pink. Restart is 1 hour from now. How does it work? How often does it restart? It's me, Mario. My heart rate didn't even go up that much, huh? It's just anger. Jesus. How? Stop it. That was bad. If the run starts out well, oh my god, then like everything else goes well. If that makes sense. No, I hit. Oh, thank God, bro. If I missed that, that would have been terrible. That would have been the end of glory. Come on. Ooh. Ooh. Huh? There we go. I'm so much faster with Mimps in general, though. Jesus. And I jinxed it. There we go. Oh. Damn. Extra 10 seconds there. I keep adding extra 10 seconds in every part. It's still fun to play this game. Because I feel myself getting better. Like, I'm definitely better now than, like, ever. Well, I guess the other day I was better, but... my high energy is starting to run out. Oh, that's how I get the swimming faster. But yeah, how does NoPixel work exactly in terms of... Like, it restarts once a day or once a season, which is once a month, or... Okay, that was good. That was good. I only lost... I gained 5 seconds there. Which is not much, but... Oh my god.
Monkey do good.
Monkey do
very
bad,
good.
but I appreciate it, Shisho. Like, I'm making mistakes I made the first day. But it's okay. Oh. Oh my god. That's not good. Oh, I almost died. I actually almost died there. Okay, we gotta wait now. Dick. Welcome back, Nathan. How are you doing? By the way, how's the anime watching going? Just in general. Sheesh. Maybe I have to stop getting hurts there. I might have to find out a way to stop getting hurt in that area. Wow. My best time in this area was sub 20. That's so weird to think about. Shit. Don't teleport, don't teleport, don't teleport, don't teleport, don't teleport, don't teleport. Let's go. He didn't teleport. Bro, I've gotten it. I've literally gotten the throws from like 20 minutes of practice yesterday. That is sick. Oh, I saved some time there. Quite a bit of time. I finished Demon Slayer Season 2 till more episodes out with Attack on Titan. Nice! I still haven't watched the past few Attack on Titans. I haven't watched any. I don't know if I want to make a thing yet. I don't know if I want to make an anime channel or like redo the anime channel or whatever. I've been here, I'm just not typing. Oh, okay. Alright, my bad. Gomenasai, as the kids say. No one says that. Ooh. First? Please go through. I'll give you $1. I'll give 20,000 subs if I go through. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work. Oh, that could have been sexy. I might have gotten a new PB. Now I don't, though. I'm like so close to getting it, too. Come on. Oh. Come on. Look at my heartbeat. It's going up. For anyone who doesn't know, my heartbeat's on the bottom left corner. Just get it. Oh my god. Bro. Go up. That's not enough, is it? Okay, I have to calm down. I have to. Oh my god!
Jelly bean time.
Jeez, I'm not gonna eat a jelly bean. I can't right now. Even though this is a terrible run. I'm not gonna do it. After the run. Why? I'm getting it so consistently and then screwing it up. Bro, like 2.5 minutes. I'm not refunding it. I told you I won't eat jelly beans in the middle of runs. Because I can't. I'll do it after the run. Sorry, I'm just annoyed at this stupid area. Yeah. I'm actually so annoyed right now. It never goes through, bro. Like, how many times did I yaya, bro, and it won't go through? The hell's wrong with this camera, bro? Oh, now it works. And it still doesn't put me through right away, please. Oh my god, 4 goddamn minutes. Hey, what's up? Did you change your username? It's been a while. How are you doing? I somehow got that first try? Come on. How you doing, bro? Oh, I almost screwed that up. Why did I run all the way around? Come on. Really? I really need to get better at that. Oh, come on. Imagine I get a PB by like 10 seconds. I'm definitely not gonna. But I shouldn't get mad. I realized I could get like sub 30 pretty easily. How you doing though, David? How's life going, man? Ah! Oh! That was close. Jesus, that recovery though. Give it up. Chillin'. Hell yeah. You gonna be more of a Twitch boy now? Jesus, that was almost terrible. What am I doing? Calm down, Pink. Calm down. Ooh, whoa, ooh, whoa. Oh my god, that was so bad. Ooh, whoa. Nah, maybe one day. YouTube gang. I haven't seen your videos in a while. But to be honest, I haven't been... I don't know. I've been on the TikTok, YouTube Shorts, YouTube, Twitch grind lately. So I haven't been watching as much as I used to. But you still make those funny meme stuff? Oh my god. Let's go. My throws are so much better. It's gonna be sub 30. Why did I do that? I thought he was gonna die for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Let's go! What do you need help with? Oh. What's up, Nathan? Come on, go further, go further. I don't know if that's far enough. Bro, I tried to spin him more. It didn't work. Or I guess I just didn't do it well, but... break my game. That might hit? Yes, let's go. Maybe one day. Well, I love how you have TV on your thing. Why is that IQ plus? That was bad, bro. 28, 28. That's bad. Everything red from the beginning. I think from now, look at this. I got slowly and surely worse. Plus 3 seconds, then plus 7, then plus 30. Oh no, actually that's not true. These two I were fine. I make shorts as well. Yeah, I've seen. That's what I mean. Your meme like shorts. I've seen a bunch of your like. I'm pretty sure. I watch your YouTube videos sometimes. They're funny. Oh, thank you. Have you ever played this game, David? Yo, my IQ's been positive for a while. Let's go. Look at my heartbeat. Was it that? It probably didn't go up that high. Quality content. Aw, that's so sweet. Just ignore it? Okay. There are 3 people and they're talking about something. So how do I stop hearing stuff? Oh, you meant just ignore it to Nathan? Yeah, just ignore it. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Jesus, look at this. It took me 5 minutes. A minute 54 to get Bob. This to get that. 20 minutes. So it took me 5 minutes to go from Bing Bong, BLJs to Bits.
The power of the
That
stars
sucks.
reaches onto the
I could
cactus.
probably push that to like 23.
And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario.
I don't know if I'm reading that
We
right.
have to do something special for
Yeah, on the DS? Yeah, I also used to play it on DS when I was younger. But I haven't played it on, this is my 11th day ever playing this game. Like
Listen, everybody.
on
Let's
PC.
bake a delicious
But like
cake.
as a kid on DS, I played it a little, you know? It's very different. Especially speedrunning. Alright.
Mario.
I'm gonna change the title of the stream. Be like day 11 sub 20 journey. You ever consider doing speedruns of this game, David? What was for the why the bottoms? Oh, I need a little break from that. Oh, you did send it to me. My bad. My apologies. You know why I didn't see it, Timmy? Because for a second I forgot who Little Mac was. I was like, I know who that is. I definitely remember like who that is, playing Among Us with them a few times. We played Among Us before, right? No. You changed your Discord name. That's what confused me. Didn't you? Didn't you? I don't know. There was something that confused me for a second. Because I also thought of the other Mac, which is not you. So it's a new account because I got hacked. Right. That's what it was. You changed your account. I was so confused for a second. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. I'll check out the Discord later. You've been waiting so long to be where I'm going in the sunshine of... No, just watching? Okay. No problem with that.
Coming soon to own on DVD and video.
Alright. This is from fellow streamer. We're gonna do a collab stream sometime soon. What? That was so random.
Coming soon to own on DVD and video.
What does that even mean? Anyway. Professional streamer, go back to the other tab. There we go. Now everything is good again. I'm starting to get tired, guys. So we're gonna do one more run, okay? Even though I said one more run last time. It's me, Mario!
Hello.
I don't have GTA, no. I need to get it. Or I guess you said you could get it for me or something, right? They're talking about how many people they slept with and how they cheat on people, so what's the best answer? Loud as fuck. Wait, where are you? Where are you at home right now? Who are these people? Are they family? Are they family friends? Are they random strangers? I think it depends, Nathan. Yeah, Timmy? Awesome. Hit me up with the deets. And I'll follow the instructions. What's this? One of your videos? Hey, don't send so many videos, bro. Or should we start? Yeah, you know what? That's enough runs for today, guys.
Press start to play.
Okay. That's enough runs for today. But I don't want to end stream, so let's just watch videos that you guys sent me, okay? Which we're gonna do tomorrow anyway, but let's just chill. You know, let's just chill. I have to press Speed run off. There we go. Now all the rewards should be back as well. I guess we'll keep my heartbeat monitor here. Okay, there we go. Yo, what's up? Classmates, they sit like barely 1 feet away. Oh, you're in school? You're in school. Didn't you send me a link here somewhere? Here it is. What is a question? Yeah, there's a new question every day. Today's question that I decided to make was, what is a question? Very cool. Very dumb if you ask me. Classmates. Yeah, that sounds actually pretty frustrating. Yo, I just realized that the heart rate monitor is actually so good compared to the lights. Kids in my school were talking about shooting my school up. Jesus. Bruh. Well, what is a question? Yeah, that's one of my more philosophical questions to ask. I wish I could make this smaller and just pause it, like, easier. And I can! Then I just do this, boom, and now it's always on screen. I'll just put it here.
Has you really been far, even as decided to use Even Go Want to look more like? Call 985-655-2500 inside the details for Go Further and Even More Decided to Use. You can really be far as decided twice as much to use and go wish for it. When you decide far even once to use and go want, then get really far even as decided to use and look more like and go after. It's just common sense. Apply today.
Apply today. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I laughed really hard on that the first time I saw that. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have hot sauce if I laugh. That's it. That's what we're doing now. Hot sauce if I laugh. Boom! That's it, baby. Hot sauce if I laugh. Oh, that's the guy you were talking about. He has a nice laugh. I can't laugh, though.
Alexa, has anyone...
Your schoolmates do? You should make friends with them, Timmy. Lol. Me getting one of the new police officers to move? I would laugh, but I can't laugh. That is pretty funny, though.
Really been far, even as decided
Send me
to
videos
do
you think are
Even Go
funny.
Want to do look more like? Alexa, has anyone really been far, even as decided to use Even Go Want to do look more like?
Yes, and with there for absolutely to use there always.
What? To be honest, I was getting shot. To be honest, these are really funny. I like them.
Alexa,
when it's random.
what's my name?
This device has only one account, Rob Maddox's.
I thought I just got doxxed.
What's your name?
My name is Alexa.
Oh, Alexa. Where were you born?
I was designed and built by Amazon. They're based in Seattle.
Boring. Nathan, honestly, I don't know what you could do. Maybe, I don't know. Just drive a couple dozen meters underwater without pressure gear. Your eardrums will burst and you won't have to listen to them anymore. Honestly, that's a hard one. What's up? Armando. Lol. Try to make me laugh, Armando, and I'll eat hot sauce. Ah. He went, ah. Hey, what's this?
All right, look, we'll cut you a deal.
I've seen
we'll
these
let
before.
You absorb a Saiyan, but it can't be Goku. I'm listening.
Jesus.
He's really strong.
The hell does that look like?
I don't know his name, but I did pick him up hitchhiking on the way to this timeline.
Is he really, really strong?
Hell yes.
All right, deal.
All right, 1 second. Oh, shit! Is that a giant banana?
The heck does a banana have to do with anything?
Oh, wrong
Jesus
button.
Christ, that's not gonna fit!
Hey, monkey, this guy has a banana inside his ass. He'll
That's
give
hot.
it to you if you let him absorb you.
Fuck you! He is not coming in my ass! No, dear God! I take it back, deals off! Deals off! No!
Oh no no! Okay, that was kind of funny. Getting Molotoved. Sheesh! Just got a cochlear and upload music directly to your brain. Oh, that's your second account? Lol. The money, it costs too much. Bro, it took me like 10 seconds to register what you sent me. I'm not gonna laugh. I've laughed at it, like, you know when you see something so many times? Oh, so beautiful, though. Oh my god. Oh, I wanted to laugh. Oh. You always get me with it. It's always unexpected.
Get him, Norman. Get him.
Oh. The money
All
costs
right,
too
Norman.
much?
Yeah! Way to go, Norman. You got him, buddy.
Listening to music, you can't drown them out, Nathan? I only got not safe for work memes. As long as they're safe for Twitch, I don't care. But if they're not safe for Twitch, then yeah, don't.
The boulder feels
Oh, that's such bad acting, voice acting.
Sounds to me like you're scared, Boulder.
The boulder's over his conflicted feelings. The boulder
Oh, there's
feels
subtitles.
conflicted. Find
Sorry, I don't
girl.
draw furry corn. I'll pay this
Over
much.
his conflicted feelings.
Lol. True. The boulder. I was so confused there.
Yeah, we are brother and sister technically, but
Oh,
that's my boyfriend and
God damn it, white people can't have nothing. That was our thing. We did the brother-sister thing. Now, you...
that's so fake.
I
Her reaction is so
damn it, we
fake.
can't have nothing.
It's so
This is why we
boring.
can't
Her
have
fa-
nice things.
Fake.
we are brother and sister.
Fake reaction. I don't like that. Fake reaction. Am I clicking the same thing twice? No way, bro. No way. What?
Hey, horse people.
Oh my god. Are you serious? No way.
I just saw kind of quite a few times, and I looked at it a few times. I'm kind of like, okay, it's a horse being a horse, but when I keep getting a video that people ask me, why is a horse doing this? Why did he kick? Why?
Hey, what's up, bro?
I guess it's not as clear to some people. So to me, all I see here is a little horse coming around, having some fun here. So it looks like he's decided he's playing with the dogs. The dogs get out of his way. He's kind of bowing up, filling his oats. He's going to do like a little drive-by. He kicks the tree there. Everybody's kind of wondering why he kicked the tree.
A little drive-by.
He looks around, says, look how good the dogs kind of chase him. He farts, and he kicks the dogs. So, what happened here?
Spin farts again. That video sucks.
So,
I'm not
he's
laughing.
coming
I'm
around
not
here,
laughing.
You see a dog running after him. He ran out after
You're trying to
him,
make
so
me
I
laugh
think he's
right now.
playing
How
with
you
the dogs.
doing, though,
This little
Blake?
dog here runs out after him. And so then he comes running in here, and he's kind of like, hey, what's going on? Let me go check this out. Look like he's feeling frisky. This dog's like, uh-oh. Horse is on the
This is
warpath.
a 7-minute video.
So he's still bowing up. You can tell that by the way he's running right here that
My
he's not at a
God,
full
bro.
run. So he's not running from something in fear, and he's not charging
can't.
something aggressive. He kind of
That
has a
punch
stumble
hurt.
where he almost
Sorry.
wants to buck
Late
right
reaction, lol.
Here. See, he wanted to buck and bow right there a little bit through his head. looking to this way because he's keeping an eye on this dog.
Send it to my DMs.
Keep an eye on this dog.
Send it in my DMs.
Again, bowing the head, kind of showing off. Then when he gets back here, I think he just kind of kicks out.
Hey!
And he's not necessarily kicking this tree
We'll check
because
that
he's
out.
mad at it or because it's a bad tree or because it didn't give him an extra treat. He just kind of kicks out. He sees this. He's being crazy. And he kicked a few times. And this is just next time, but there was actually a target there. That's why when people say, a horse kicked me for no reason, if this was a person, you would think you got kicked for no reason. But you were in the
But there's so
horse's
many
path.
trees. Why does he kick
He's
that
kicking
tree?
and feeling rambunctious. He's filling his oats, so to speak.
Did you delete your
And
own message? Oh, you don't want
horses
me to
buck
check that
and
out?
kick when
Nice
they
way
blow,
to
which is why you
prevent me
don't
from
wanna
checking
be
it out.
in
Thanks
this
for the
kick zone.
hydrate.
This horse is in a kick
If I
zone.
laugh, I eat hot
Rick,
sauce.
how do you know it's a kick zone? Because he can kick it. If the horse can kick it, it's in the kick zone. So the tree's in the kick zone. He kind of like kicks out. He ran by the dog.
But how about this tree?
Not
This
to be mean. Not to be anything. He kind of kick it okay. He comes up here, checks it out, kind of looks around. He's glancing. Great little area.
This is so stupid, bro.
And he's going to run back out.
You got more
Kinda like,
points?
okay,
I
that was a good
figured.
run. Bowing, bucking, all normal.
I almost laughed after you
showing
said
his
the
oats.
kick zone, David.
Horses fart a lot of times when they buck and kick because they're releasing gas, they're straining all their muscles. I mean, it takes a huge
all right,
amount
bro.
of
I
energy
get it. I
and
get it.
strength and muscle to lift 1,200
It's only halfway
pounds
in.
off
What
the
else
air
can
and
you
the-
say
and
in this
curve and the
video?
Bow and buck. So when you do that, a horse is going to fart. So he gives a little fart. His tail goes straight up.
He gives two
kicks,
farts.
The dog barks. He plays with him. They both chase him. Now he's running with purpose. You see how he's kind of running back there? Watch his feet dig in and watch him kick. Remember, rear horse's hooves push.
But why
front
did he
horses
run in
pull.
the first place?
They grab, they dig,
That
and
ass
pull
though,
forward.
Jesus
These are
Christ,
pushing back.
bro.
And he kicks there again.
Oh my god.
And those dogs are chasing him, and they're kind of playing chase. No big deal. No, this looks like a poor little old dog. He's running slow. He's like, dude, I'm trying to keep up with. Okay,
Bro,
so
Jesus.
Again, short clip. Oh.
Caught in 4K.
What was I caught with? I didn't laugh.
It probably hurt a little bit kicking something solid. Comes back, heavy, kicks, farts,
Nice,
knocks,
nicer
dogs
dam
chase him.
though.
Everybody's happy. He kicks. I think he kicks about right here, doesn't he?
How
Another little
you
kick
made a 5-second clip 6 minutes is fascinating. That ass was hot. Yeah, I know. Look at that ass in slow motion, bro.
Well,
Oh,
there's a pushing
bro.
action. You can really tell.
Look at
how
that.
those feet are, like,
Oh
digging
my
in and pushing up.
god.
See those hoof prints?
No
Man,
bestiality here,
really
but
a
like
lot of power. He's
Jesus.
pushing off
Christ.
all that
Oh,
weight
a
forward.
lot of power,
Then
bro.
those front hooves
A
are pulling.
lot of power.
And now they're pushing. Now the front hooves actually push
You're
a
right.
little
I
bit
forgot
like
about it.
right
Thank you.
Here,
That's why I was caught in
pushing
4K.
back as you're
Oh.
coming, as the front feet come
That
forward.
makes
But
sense.
traditionally, horses pull with the front feet and push with the rear. I thought he threw another little kick right here. So his tail's up. He's bucking.
Okay, I'm not gonna laugh anymore.
And Pete and I go in on him. He bucks. What I'm yapping. Horse kicks tree, farts on dogs, then runs away. So again, I got a whole bunch of requests. I was kind of ignoring them because I'm like, there's really nothing to see here. But when I got so many,
Well, apparently there's 6 minutes of something to see here.
This guy moaned at least this loud. Oh!
That was really good. That was good. That my eyes are tearing up. They become funnier the more you don't laugh too.
How awkward would it be to be a colorblind racist? You walk up to a black guy eating a meatball sub and you're like, hey, shouldn't you be fasting for Ramadan, you piece of shit? How awkward would it be to be a colorblind
That was
blind
that was funny, bro. That was funny. Hey yo, we got Shadow, baby. We'll just make sure I got the rest of the links here.
awkward would it
Okay. Because of that house, that horse's ass. Yeah. The jelly bean wasn't bad. Thank you, Nathan. It's stuck in my teeth, though. Jesus, so loud. I want to hear the raps. By the way, that's our man, Omni Shadow, right here, for anyone who doesn't know. Hell yeah. You ain't gonna watch it now, bro? Oh, okay. You don't want me to watch it? It's fine. I'm not looking at the title. It's hard not to, but I'm not looking at it. Okay. What? I still didn't see the title.
Just remember, no sudden movements.
What?
I know, I hear him.
What is it, a dog?
Hello, Wild Thing.
What the hell is that?
Hi, baby boy.
Caught in 4K.
What? Why was I caught in 4K?
Thank you.
What's
Thank
up,
you.
Rasquila? Cheered me up. Great to hear.
Hello, baby boy.
I'll watch it later for sure. I wanna watch it, baby.
Oh, well, bye.
Ah, only in sweet Alabama. Guys, make me laugh. I have hot sauce. You guys are failing. You're failing.
There you go. Put it back.
When it looks at the dead buffalo. Make me laugh. I eat hot sauce. That's everything. Rasquila. I ate the jelly bean.
It, you little turkey.
I literally talked about the jelly bean. Damn, this guy is guy's really going at it. Funny video. Come on, do I have to make myself laugh? Come on, guys. Send me something funny. Oh, I gotta send the funniest video I've ever seen in my life. I love this video. I've shown this on stream before, but don't read the title, guys. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. I ate the jelly bean, bro. What do you want from me? I ate it already. That was on autoplay. Hey, I don't want to get... I'm gonna get copyrighted when your cat gets into your ADHD. It didn't even look like it was ADHDing, though.
Get him again. Get him again, Norman. Get him again, buddy.
I think he's got the kangaroo version of the Midnight Crazy.
How you doing, though, Rosquila?
I don't want to stay too close to his favorite humping branch, though.
Are they actually gonna fight? All right, 25. The next. Whew, we're gonna start it now, okay? So I could record it and make it a YouTube video. My buttons are. The next, I don't know, 30 minutes. If you make me laugh, I will have hot sauce, baby. If you don't, then everyone gifts a sub or subscribes to me on YouTube. I don't know. It's just something dumb. Let's get started, baby. Okay, we're gonna start over because you guys didn't make me laugh. Let me just get some laughs out of the way. Okay, I'm good, guys. I'm ready. Welcome back, Epicuro. You're doing good? Great to hear, Rosquila. I can't post the ones I want because of the N-word. Yes. Thank you. Do not post ones with N-word with hard R. Okay? Thank you. What?
He was chasing me for a very long time.
Oh shit, yeah, he's chasing me.
It says horse kicks, tree farts, and dogs and run away. Runs away. Huh? Bruh. You just saw the title and you sent it? False advertising. True. This is the cut version for Twitch. I mean for YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, beautiful. No, so the videos you guys sent, so basically the way it works is the videos once a week, every Saturday, you guys send videos here, and then we watch those videos. By the way, we watched the other video, Rosquila, on stream that you self-promoted. We watch all of this, but I just felt like watching videos now, so yeah, you guys could send videos. They could be those videos, or they could be different. We're still gonna do the video thing tomorrow, so. Yeah, sorry. You got funny videos? Well, I hope you do. You gotta make me laugh, bro. Yeah.
I got drafted to Russia.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, I'll make this quick. Your mom's making peach cobbler at 5. That's your old man's favorite, okay?
What?
No, Dad, wait! I didn't even get to say goodbye. Hello, are you John's boy? He's dead already. No, son. He stopped the war already. What? He killed every soldier on the battlefield. What the fuck?
Lol.
He stopped a nuke with his bare hands. I ain't never seen no shit like that. A nuke? He sent me back for a rain check on the peach cobbler because he had to go fight Khabib for the UFC lightweight championship.
Hey, son, I'm back. And, UFC lightweight champion of the world.
Okay, are you guys on like some Invincible type shit?
Nope, my name's not Mark. Tell Luann I'm ready for that peach cobbler. Hey, son, I got drafted to...
Lol, very funny, much laughing. Next video.
Fight, wife. Life, good. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Fight, wife. Life, good. Wife fight back.
Okay.
Kill
That...
wife gone.
I can't watch it again. That is actually one of the best videos I've seen in a long time. Jesus Christ.
Oh no, it's raining! Hey, I know. I'll use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan.
I've seen that before. It's definitely funny. Oh.
James, you're lagging behind.
Yeah, walk a little faster, will ya?
That's easy for you to say. Well, nobody told you to bring that heavy backpack.
And nobody told you to bring that nasty attitude either, but I'm stuck with both.
So dumb, bro. So what else we got? What else we got, baby?
Stop! That's a sin! The power of Christ compels you! Your face is a sin, bitch! You work me. Christ compels
Lol. Oh, that helped. I'm not gonna laugh at the next one now. Whew. Oh, I love this one. This is so funny.
These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. Jelly-filled donut.
Donut. Pika pika. See you next time. Huh?
Oh, that was good.
The most beautiful flower that can bloom in this beautiful forest, turning the landscape into a work of art. I'm Brock. Now I know why I'm here. Why destiny led me to this forest. My whole life was in preparation for this magic moment. The
so
moment
beautiful,
when I would
bro.
find you by my side. Drogon, Garth, there are two sides to every
That was funny also.
FYI, I'm not a normal Officer Jenny. I'm a wild Jenny.
Yes?
Okay, that almost made me laugh because at the same time that video we heard
She's
this
a mild Jenny. Not mild, that's
because of the
wild.
autoplay.
Well, Wild Jenny, you've already got my heart in custody. Wild Brock is here to make your wildest dreams come true.
Damn, everyone attacking my boy.
Mark,
Hello there.
where the hell are you going dressed like that?
I'm going to Dave's fancy dress party. I'm a tortoise.
Wow.
Dave's fancy dress party's tomorrow night.
Wow, indeed.
I fucking know it is. But I'm a tortoise.
Stupid, bro. It's funny.
Has you really been far?
Oh my god, look what autoplayed. Gee. What's up, Johnny? How you doing? Thank you for the hydrant. I'm gonna get demonetized. Or not demonetized. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Vladdy, look into my eyes. This isn't you. Don't start a war. Sorry if it ruins the vid though. Do not kill thousands. What the hell? Did he get a message back? Wait, what? Now I want to know what happens. Damn it.
Shit, big dog, who put a pothole right there? I'll be damned, y'all damn near flip this motherfucker. Oh, shit. Beyond me, fix this shit. Y'all motherfuckers damn near killed me. This shit is ludicrous. Oh,
That
this
is
is street.
ludicrous.
Y'all trying to drown a bitch. What are the odds? I ain't never coming this way again. Who the fuck put a pool in the street? I'm soggy as hell. These streets acting unusual. Mama mia, what
Jesus.
the fuck? These potholes undefeated, good buddy. See, I'm finna turn my ass around. Oh no!
Jesus.
I've been led astray. These streets fractured as hell. I'm flabbergasted. Who the fuck put mountains out here? What are the odds? Slow down. Dip, baby, dip. Okay, let's get up through. I ain't never ever
Dip,
seen
baby,
these
dip.
streets act like that. Knock it off. Y'all trying to get the best of me.
Okay. That was funny. Cool in the streets, baby. Is that a speedrun of being ignored by Putin? Lol. Wait. The video got ruined. That's why TikTok sucks ass.
Too close.
What do you mean?
Whoa.
Oh, very good.
Oh, very good. I like that. Yo, that's actually funny. The timing with the music.
Even has decided to use.
They all survived though? Yeah, I know. What a bad video. Why'd they survive? It has me dying, was laughing my ass off. Oh no, they're funny. You guys are just not gonna make me laugh. Cause you guys suck. Okay? Make me laugh already. Oh my god.
Even go want to look more like? Call 9856.
And let me see what you have.
How did a random video I find almost make you laugh? Oh my god, that was actually hilarious. That's the type of humor I love. I did not expect that at all, and that's why I loved it. Jesus. Oh. Whew. Whew. Okay. Gotta calm down here.
There's gotta be thousands of them. How cute! They're just like little tadpoles. Wait, what is this stuff? Dunno.
That was funny. That was funny. I wish McDonald's brought back breakfast bagels. Okay. Those are so overdone that they're funny, but they're expected, you know? Still good, still good. Got them Instagram ones. Okay, let's see.
Come on, bro. That's my fault, bro. Hey, bro. Grab it, go.
What?
Oh, you got groceries, grab. You got groceries, grab. Okay, grab. Oh, you got grab.
That was really funny. Jesus. That almost had me. You guys are sending good ones, not gonna lie. The past bunch were good. Past bunch were good, baby. By the way, my heartbeat monitor is right to the top left, so that's pretty cool. Just wanted to say that. This is one of the best videos I've seen in a while, though. You know what it reminds me of? It's just the way they say it. Did you guys ever see this video? This video is gold. Okay. This video is beautiful, okay? Listen to this.
Oh, someone picnic there. Because today weather is so good.
Someone picnic there because today the weather is so good. Tell homeless guy. Oh, that is so goddamn funny, bro. Oh, this is hard. I'm actually trying not to laugh.
People ask me what I call myself. Am I a stuntman? Am I a comedian? Am I an author, an actor? And you know what I am? I'm an attention whore. Sometimes people will ask me what I call.
I thought he was gonna say like I'm a
stuntman?
dog, but he didn't say that. Oh my god, I'm so popular. Look at my inbox. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa, a lot of followers. Why are there a lot of followers? That doesn't make sense. That's not right. That's not right. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, this one has 1100, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Beta. Beta? What?
Jesse, I think we've accidentally captured a pair of very romantic creatures in our little cage.
You mean? Oh, they're love boys.
Huh?
Aw, she's blushing. They're blushing. All right, guys, I need more videos. You almost got me. You guys were really close, but you weren't close enough. Anime girls on cars? Whoa, that's probably funny. Ping Pong Moosters. Bangdream.com? I'm going to check this out for a second. Nope. All right, let's continue watching. Let's watch this video. This was a great video, though. Oh my god, bro.
Think about wife. Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife.
Minecraft music. Oh my god, bro.
Wide wife.
And it doesn't even say regret. That's the... I missed something?
Sometimes people will ask me.
Oh,
the weather outside is frightful.
Jesus, it's so loud.
But the
bro, I'm sorry. There's no audio. I can't mute this. The hell?
Pastor George, when you said that the Lord is my shepherd, what kind of sheep was you talking about?
Oh, that's a hot ass sheep. That's the type of sheep.
Because these lamb chops is looking like yam chops. Pastor George, go ahead and throw the whole book at me. I need the whole book.
That's funny. Ha 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 ha.
And we must expect another blow to be struck, almost immediately. The hospital ships which brought off many thousands of British and French wounded. At any rate, that is what we are going to try to do. That is the resolve of His Majesty's government. Of the menace of tyranny.
That one, the government one almost had me. Jeez, he was like, government. Oh, beautiful stuff.
When Napoleon lay at Boulogne for a year with his flat bottom boats and his grand army.
This fat bottom boat. Oh, I almost laughed at that one. The autoplayed one.
You're gonna show me how you meet your girlfriend's dad.
Easy.
Hey Dad, I want you to meet my boyfriend Zach.
Oh, sir. It's pretty cool. We got the same nickname, Daddy. So, and then I went with the newer model. Obviously, you got the classic. Does it ride well? Because this one, it's got great curves. Yeah, this one's got a smooth ride on it.
Lol.
So,
Good
so
one.
not get confused. I'm thinking you call him Dad, me Daddy. Just way we're not both reaching for the salt, you know. Is that what you were looking for?
Damn, that's a good-looking guy, bro. Jesus.
Easy.
Jeez.
Oh, sir.
Anyway, that was a good video. How am I cheating? I didn't laugh. I'm just good at not laughing.
Alright, y'all being too damn loud, so you're going to KFC with me.
Lol.
Y'all being too damn loud, so
KFC baby. If I miss one, just resend it. By the way, guys.
Hey, bro, you good? Your hands are clean. Your hands are clean, man. Leave the water alone.
What does the bottle have to do with anything? Okay, no bottle, no bottle. Gomenasai.
Leave the damn water alone, man. Your hands are clean, man. Your hands are clean, man. You wasting that water, man.
Damn, that was good. He stole from Long Beach Griffey though. That's Long Beach Griffey style. That was good though. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. That's it, guys. That's it. No hot sauce. It's gonna be a terrible YouTube video. Come on. Guys, it's been like what, 20, 30 minutes? Jesus. Hey, we got another one. Let's see what this is.
Bruh, this car be looking like King Charles II over here.
Okay.
My crush just got COVID. I think it's the best time to propose to her. She might just say yes because of her lack of taste. Or looks like the coronavirus.
Lol.
It's got the fighting stance of a starving penguin. You look like a failed clone of Zuckerberg that got too powerful. He looks like the prince that every Disney princess rejects at the start of a movie. Great discussion at the Flat Earth meetup today. We'll be hosting these monthly. For more information, message us via this page. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? 5'1". I prefer tall guys. Are we still on then? Yeah, but I'm kinda biased about the heights. I'm gonna try to be open-minded though. Well, I mean, I like super pretty girls, but I also try to keep it open-minded. Damn, homie's hairline got pushed back further than the Carter 5. The gap between his hairline and his eyebrows is taller than Kevin Hart. Bruh, this car be looking like King Charles II.
I like when they cut it
over
off.
here.
I'll grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy. Stir your asshole like a hot bowl of chili. I'll grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy. Stir
Nah, not funny. Oh, I could watch this on repeat for like hours. Anyway, sorry, I got way too into that. Oh my god, how many more minutes must I endure? This is too easy. Easy. Give me a challenge. Excuse me. How long have I been recording for? It's been 19 minutes, 57 seconds, guys. Come on. You got 10 more minutes to make me laugh. 10. Okay? 10 more minutes or it's over. We got some more. We got some more in chat. We got some more. It looks like I got people excited. Rhetoric. Ooh, we got a lot more. This is?
It's funny because people think they have the right to bully. It's funny because people think.
Okay. Kind of looks like, yeah.
We should go to that one spot, the brunch spot with the passion fruit mimosa. And them things is bottomless.
New York! Let's go.
Now she can read. You heard? You want to maybe raise your standards? The bar is set at basic literacy. Hey, look, man. Get it how you live. Man, why y'all always trying to do that? Y'all always trying to do what? Eat? Nourish our body? Bro, y'all always trying to spend money on something. Y'all should be investing. You just got caught by your girl. Your whole bank statement said OF. And you told it was only farmers. What was they cultivating? Yams? Peaches? I was supporting small
The
business.
fade to black is nice.
And plus, y'all could save a whole bunch of money if y'all just come to my crib. You know what I'm saying? I got the spaghetti sandwiches and the sugar water. I even got ice this time, man.
Ooh.
Cause when I'm up, and y'all gonna be right here, y'all gonna be asking me for money. Spaghetti sandwich? Man, shut your broke ass.
Lol. Lol. I laugh foot. I laugh foot. I laugh foot a lot. Come on, guys.
Must be a big dog. Holy fuck. Must be.
That was really good. That almost made me laugh. What's up, Lando? Jesus Christ! Unban them word. LGBT ping check. What? I always sleep knowing I was the reason why we didn't win a pizza party in the 5th grade. Bruh. That was goddamn loud. But a good meme, David. Good meme. I'm not gonna unban the N-word, bro. I could get, like, literally banned on Twitch for it. What do you want from me? Not my decision, bro.
I know everything. Daddy told me everything. Shit, good. Well, then maybe you can help him out. Mama, I'm your son. You his too. Nobody told him to lose $500 on Instagram because he thought he was going to get $25,000. Gee. Oh, Mama, I don't know nothing about that. I'm talking about the case. I can't even get with my girl unless she send me an email.
What? Jesus
baby.
Christ.
I did everything to keep you away from that. No, Mama.
Oh, baby.
Baby. No, baby, he's salary.
What's up? Yo, what's up, Spicy? How you doing? I haven't talked to you in a minute.
Only on
as the
Thursday.
kids say.
Mama, how could this be?
How could this be?
My fault, baby. It's your grandpappy. He used to always have us dressing up like businessmen, and every time we wanted to play, he would make us play by the water cooler he installed, and every holiday
I love the
was
music,
a
bro.
workplace party. I couldn't stand it, but it just became a part of me. Now I can't even do
Sup?
the deed without a report on my bed by 5 p.m. I'm sorry.
This is so stupid. It's beautiful.
Hold on, you said water cooler? Reports by 5 p.m.
What the hell? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit lost in some of these. Lost in the sauce. What's up, Spicy? It's not Long Beach Griffey. That might have been the funniest. That's like, bruh. Jesus. Nah, it's not Long Beach Griffey. What's up? People are trying to make me laugh for hot sauce, and they can't. So it's kind of sad. Can't make me laugh. Yo, Dr. Zeus. Dr. Zeus. Dr. Zeus.
Dr. Zaius. What's wrong with me?
I think you're crazy.
Want a second opinion?
You're also lazy.
Dr. Zaius.
Why does this sound so good? What the hell?
Dr. Zaius. Oh, Dr. Zaius. Dr. Zaius. Can I play the piano anymore?
Of course you can.
Well, I couldn't before.
Yo.
Dr. Zaius.
Beautiful. That was so good. Next video. How you doing, Doskib? How's life? How's
wherever I please,
I've seen this before. How's YouTube going?
and none can stop me.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I saw that, I was dying. This is a good one. A good one. I saw you doing some art earlier, and it was cool. Yeah.
Brody,
I was lurking.
Who the fuck?
But welcome, Lando.
You are? Big fella, you out here climbing crates and gonna need a metal plate in your fucking head. Come on now. I'm out here doing the Hood Olympics with no life insurance in the hood. I'm out here climbing crates. It's gonna be cradle to the grave. I'm finna check out. This shit hurt. And where are y'all getting All these fucking crates, crate monster!
I thought climbing crates was gonna be simple till I fell off and that sharp corner hit me in the temple.
Who dropped off these crates?
Then we climbing crates like it's something at the top other than a hospital bill. I'm out here bleeding like a ghost ball. Then I brought my own crate like I was
This is
going to
really random.
Get me to some ice cubes. Big fella, don't climb no more crates. Go climb in bed. You have to. Let me try that motherfucker one more time.
I should have
Lol.
probably just pushed up out of here.
Yeah, the ones you're sending are they're okay. They're funny, but I don't know. You gotta make me laugh. You smiled. Yeah, your video.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
I've seen this one too. The ones that I've seen before, it's harder to laugh because I've seen them before. But they're definitely like that one and the one you put Lando. I really like those types of. But like that's that type of humor I like a lot. What was next? This.
I bought this shit because I thought it looked funny, but I think I'm legitimately gonna get a heart attack.
Now just making you watch TikToks I like. Lol. Sorry, I didn't concentrate fully on that one. What? I have to log in for this? We're gonna skip that for now. Gomen nasai. Just make me laugh. You guys got a few minutes. I'll eat hot sauce. You don't want to. This is so stupid. I almost laughed. I don't know why like the stupidest things make me laugh.
Para isso.
Que dizes? Pensas que me podes vencer?
O quê? O Son Goku ainda não te conseguiu vencer?
No
Espera
way.
que eu já o faço. Agora vou tratar de ti. Prepara-te, é o teu fim! Dunga, dunga, dunga!
Dunga! Yeah, I guess we do have different senses of humor.
Forças do pronto!
I don't like dick. Nothing wrong with liking dick, I'm just saying.
Vegeta! Olha
Hey, copyrighted. That was way too random for me to laugh. But, you know. Okay, these are the last set of videos. Did I skip anything? What was it? You can fly having the time of your life. Bruh, but that's not even what it says. It says kore no nani, not kore nani. Kore nani, 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 kore nani. I like that. But it's not something that's funny. You got it. Yeah, I don't know why your links aren't working anymore.
I can't
It might be
believe it's
because
the
of
last day of
Instagram.
school. Oh gosh, I know. I've got presents to gift all my favorite teachers. Oh my god, that's so thoughtful. Promise me we'll stay in touch after we've
Those
left school,
eyes are
though. Oh,
scaring
of course,
me.
Fifi. You're like my 8th best friend.
Jesus, look at that.
Oi, lads, let's see how many places we can ship before school ends.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's sick, yeah. Oh, I got the water fountain.
Oh, fuck off, Bill. That's where I was gonna go.
Nah, you go in Mrs. Swarbrick's lunchbox.
Okay, lunchtime. What sandwiches has the wife made today? Ah, Nutella.
I can't believe it's the last day of school.
That was good. British people. Funny. Wait, let me find my funny button. That's not a real laugh, by the way. That doesn't count. I don't know where my button is. We might just what was I up to? Yeah, so the Instagram links don't work anymore. I guess it's a limited amount. What do you use for the camera thing? I have a crazy setup. I just have a lot of things here. Like if you see all the sources and scenes. So it's a button I have on my Stream Deck to basically zoom in and then zoom out. It changes the scene to this scene and then zooms in with the filter. But yeah. What was next? I don't remember.
I can't believe it's the last day.
I can't believe it. I can't. See if Omnis works. Oh, this video works for some reason.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. How y'all got my contact information?
Wow, that's crazy. This video just talked to me. You sound old and stupid. There's no way a video can talk to you.
Yes it can.
I've seen some
if
of
you
this
make a
type of
video
stuff.
call, what you've done.
Oh my God, the video is talking to you. What kind of evil shit is this?
Are y'all aware of current technology?
I told you we should have never went through that devil worshiping phase in the 70s. Now Satan is finally coming to collect our souls. Well, I knew he was on the way when I saw Justin Bieber with dreadlocks.
Oh, hey, do y'all old asses want something?
I don't know. Do we need anything? Yeah, tell him we need to save 15% or more on car insurance.
That was funny.
The fuck is y'all decrepit asses laughing
Well, he's saying you look like the Geico lizard. Wait, that's not him?
Bro, this shit's still not funny.
You ugly bitch.
That was funny. Not funny enough. Let's see if Lando's works now. No, okay, only some of them work. Okay, these are the last couple, guys. And we might end stream.
What's this? Okay, I like it. Picasso.
That was funny. What? I just want to laugh at this point, bro. I just want to laugh.
Cheese.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Cheese.
Good. That's the type of humor I like. I just want to laugh at this point. I just want to. I've gotten so close in my head, but I forced it down. Autoplay is one hell of a thing. And send one video that uses the N-word. No, why do you want the N-word so badly?
Oh hell nah, bro. This how this shit finna go. Give a fuck if you like it, but you gon' respect my blade.
Yo, Walter, baby. Harambe. If it doesn't have hard R, it's fine, but otherwise, no. Yeah. I don't know. Me every time I watch a stream, then unban the... Bro, do you not understand I could get banned off of Twitch for it, Nathan? You could send it to me as a DM, okay? But I can't watch it on stream. Sorry. All right. Thanks for trying to make me laugh, guys, but you guys suck. Me every time I watch stream a little. You guys suck. Can't make me laugh. You guys were really close, okay? 10,000 people in chat. Not one person could make me laugh, but it's okay. It's okay. Why did you delete? Oh, that had the N with hard R. I don't find that type of stuff funny anymore, bro. I don't know if I ever did. With hard R? I don't know why that's not working. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna shoot the ship and head to slip. All right, I'm gonna head to
Monkey
the sleep.
do bad. Monkey do very
I'm not
bad.
gonna head to sleep, but I'm gonna end stream it. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming in. Why? I don't know. I've been feeling tired. I don't know why I've been feeling tired, but I've been feeling tired. I also gotta get some other stuff done for future streams and stuff. Tomorrow we're gonna do a similar thing though. We're gonna be watching videos that you guys have already sent me that are on the Discordo, and maybe we'll then go to Super Mario probably. Thank you, everyone. Hey. Wait, what? Oh, you shared the subscription? Wait, what is it? I am so confused. But thank you. Slice of pizza. Thank you for the sub, Doctor. Thank you for the sub, Doctor. I can laugh as much as I want now. Anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. And have a great night or day. Goodbye. Muscles. I should have rated someone. I'm an idiot.